as always, I have to yell when we start.
You don't.
Yeah, I do. Hello, stream. How are we all doing
stream.
today? That was such a soft little hi stream.
Carson's
I
our
was so
resident soft boy.
Oh my god.
Okay. I need to be an e-boy. Give me
Oh
cat
god.
ears.
No,
Oh yeah,
no.
the like cat ear headphones
Yeah.
that light
Oh
up.
my god.
You can get the cat ears like detached that you can actually put on your any headset.
I'm gonna get like little devil horns.
Little
Oh.
devil horns.
Oh my
Actually, I've got some
God.
in the other room.
You're gonna get a
That's an
chain around
e-boy?
your neck, and then you're a true
Oh, God.
boy.
It's gonna be a choker like with the little lock.
Oh god. Can I quit? Can I quit Fairy Fire?
Yeah.
No,
bye,
sorry,
guys, it's
you're
been
here
fun.
forever. Too bad. Too bad.
You
Cameron, you're okay.
Yes, I am.
You just
sorry,
sunned
I
out
was-
a little bit.
I remember
No.
sitting so low down.
My
Jeez.
mother was texting me and I'm
Uh-huh,
busy right
fair
now, so
Yeah, mom, get with it.
gosh.
It's Faerie Fire time.
I must
That's
name
hot.
dropped your mother.
Gonna dox the mom.
Not scam.
Doug's Cam's mom.
Oh my god, no.
Well, I'm going to get straight into this, so
I'm not.
Oh. Okay, yeah, let's do it.
yeah, I'm down. I mean, unless you guys want to say anything else, I mean, before we
Uh,
start.
Yeah.
Your mom.
commands die to me.
Boone's Nature Corner, around 27,000 trees are cut down every day.
Fun fact.
A lot of trees.
There's a lot of trees.
This is a
It
lot
is too
of
many.
damn trees. Let's change the music
I change some music.
to something just a little.
I mean, listen to
Alex.
Nicki Minaj.
Yeah, that
I
definitely
think it
will
really
get
fits
the
the
VOD
vibe of
muted.
Ferraria.
Mm-hmm.
Play some super bass.
Okay.
Super boo.
So,
Pretty super.
after a small sleepover at Kaya's place and a good night's sleep from most of the party, we entered a new day with new plans. Following the hints from Frey, the party decided to get breakfast before heading to the king's speech. During the meal, we had Annie acting a little bit strange around the party and moved to send a letter, unknowingly failing at convincing them that she was going to the bathroom. Mo also had some things to say, revealing their past in connection to the castle and the princess. Mo telling the party that they used to live in the castle as her parents worked there, and she also played the role of a kind of body double for the princess since she looked very alike. But her family eventually lost their jobs and they were kicked out. With this trusting conversation coming to an end, the party made their way to the palace gates, where the stage was put in place. The king came out to do a speech, expressing that the princess was safe. She came out to show her face, and after a few insight checks, it was safe to say that there was nothing suspicious about her. However, the king ended his address to the people, informing them that the princess was in fact kidnapped by a triton of the royal family of the now decimated Veravesi kingdom, named Arnin Venturas. With this information, Annie ran away, and the others followed. They talked it through, although the others weren't completely sure if what Annie was saying was true. Annie had stated that the crimes that the king told were not done by her, but in fact her sister, who she was looking for. After moving Annie somewhere safe, everyone rested up for the night. However, Kai got a visit from an old friend, Connie, who gave him some information that would help them in their endeavours. The next day, they returned to meet together and come up with a plan. And that plan took a while to come up with.
No.
I
I'm sure we
swear,
won't
I
change it.
was looking through the VOD before I put it on YouTube, and I swear you spent about 30 minutes trying to come up with a plan.
No, we did because I
Oh.
watched the last half an hour to figure out what the plan was.
You know what? For D&D,
devised
half an
the
hour for
perfect
plans
plan.
pretty short.
Not
You
that
know what?
bad.
I will give you that. But yeah, and you've just finished, communicating with Frey, who said that you can visit him tomorrow when he is free, if you want to ask him more questions. So yeah, the day is yours. You can do what you wish, gamers.
Now that I have the plan kind of straight, why were we going to see Frey again?
That's what I keep
Just-
saying. I want to show some independence.
Oh, I believe we
No,
were
like
going
I'm
to see
fine with it, but
Frey to see if he had any knowledge about warlock deals. No, before we raid the Grand Library. Is
Oh.
that right?
no,
It's
no, I think it was about the royal family and stuff. Because yeah.
We don't even know why we were going to see him.
I think we were doing a bit of. Oh yes, to see if he could answer if my sister was involved with the royal family and if she was
Yeah, 'cause-
actually here.
Because we figured we could get warlock deals at
Yeah.
the library, so we shouldn't bother
Yes.
him. Well, now that we have
sounds
everything
about right.
settled.
I did.
No, go ahead.
I know. I might know someone who works under the magistrate, so I wanted to see if I can get in contact with them, see if I can get her schedule maybe, and that might help us avoid running into her if we need
Mm.
it.
A terrible idea.
But if stuff goes south, which it inevitably will, can't that be traced back to you? Wouldn't it be interesting that the person happened to be asking about her schedule just before someone knocks off her office?
Uh,
Are we actually like? It's not like we're going to ruin it, aren't we? Just looking for information.
She's a woman of magic, so I doubt it's impossible to see someone's been tampering.
I think I got this. You just doubt me too much, Boone.
I mean, I also have a suggestion. Kaya, could you tell me what the magistrate looks like?
Yes. Let me think. Just give me 1 second. I have it written down here somewhere.
I whispered him, he's running through his mind palace.
Oh, what's a
It makes it
Does he
easier if
palace
you're
up there?
quiet, okay?
What's
Oh.
okay.
So,
I'll-
Magistrate Rudeus, they're a fire genasi, kind of fiery yellow hair. She usually always looks mad. I feel like that's the key point.
Okay. I'll use this guy's self and turn into her. What if
Wait,
I go be like, hey, I forgot what's my schedule tomorrow? And ask that person.
I feel like simply off that description alone, Kai, you know that this isn't a perfect like.
I'm really
I'm
sorry to say this, but
so
it's.
mad.
I feel like we'll probably
It's
get caught
similar,
with
but-
this.
Oh,
Like-
okay, that's fair. Drop it. Thank
That was a
you.
good attempt, though. That was really good. So I can. That'll only take me maybe an hour of the day, just getting
Well,
in
if we want
contact with
to.
people.
Do that today, so then we can.
Well,
Frey
before we split
tomorrow.
up, let us figure out what exactly the plan is, step by step, okay?
Okay.
Step
I'll write
one
it down.
is,
Step one.
Wake up.
well, no. Step one is
Have-
Kaya right now.
Oh,
Fair.
Kaya, right
Okay.
now.
Okay.
Kaya now. Yes. Step two. What is it?
Are we going
Exactly.
to? Is Frey part of the plan, or is that like a separate plan entirely?
I want us to prove to Frey that we're capable of operating without coming to him with every little thing.
Okay, so are we doing this today and then? Maybe
Do that
I think we
tomorrow.
could still talk to Frey. It doesn't hurt if the.
I
But I
don't
want
think
to
it
have something
hurts.
to. I want to have something to show Frey the next time we come. We've been knocking on his door a lot with not much to show.
Okay.
So we're.
How can we do reconnaissance on the royal family then? Mo, can
Let's-
you get in? Oh, yes, Spoon.
I'm just saying, let's walk before we run. Let's see what we can learn from the Magister,
Mm-hmm.
and then with that, we might know what our next step is. I think we're putting the cart before the horse a bit.
That's fair.
So, why don't we just? I know you wanted the whole plan, but we can kind of play it by ear if that works.
But at least the basic structure of the plan is you are going to distract the magistrate while I'm breaking into her office, yeah?
Yes. And then they are going to go into the library and
Yes.
also get the information while I'm distracting the magistrate.
So
And
Oh, I
then we could send Piero if she's going back.
the issue
Yes.
is I need to
Yes.
know when to start, when to stop, how much time I'll have. There's a lot of informational gaps.
Just
Let's
be
set a-
quick.
What if we set a small time limit of what we can try our best at all costs necessary to guarantee Boone?
What is the
15 minutes, 25 minutes. What's
what I know the
what?
walk from the library to the office? Or to like the
As in,
academy
like-
grounds.
Okay, so she has an office in the library itself, and she has an office on the academy grounds.
No.
So it's up to you which one you want to go for. I don't know, but
What's the distance
not
between the
two
two, like, the
separate
walk-in time?
offices!
what do you say the walking time between them? Maybe 10, 15 minutes.
Okay, so you probably have about
Well,
10
that's at
minutes
least-
from one office to the other. And that's without the distraction, that's just the walk. So we can shoot for 10 minutes maximum.
And that'd be fine if I was looking for something specific, but if I'm just trying to find
Could-
anything,
Could I like draw him an image of like the royal crest? Like I assume I
Yeah,
still know what it looks
you
like.
could do that.
Anything with this.
that works. And am I
Yeah,
making
communications
copies? Am I
between-
taking the entire thing? Because one of those is more time consuming, the other is a lot more obvious.
How good is your memory, Boone?
I mean, I ain't the greatest detective for no reason.
You just like memorize it.
I can certainly try, but even then, I'll be scanning through things. I won't have time to read everything.
I don't know if we should steal the whole thing. I don't know how
That's
wise
what-
that is.
Kaya, I'm gonna leave this to you. These are your people. Am I stealing, or am I just trying to make notes?
Hmm.
Because you also know about magical tracking, and I don't.
I think we could make a pit stop before we do this. And I think we could steal it. Honestly, she's kind of a bitch. It wouldn't surprise me if she did like know what everything was, but
Like, you have to remember, she is a high-level wizard, and she probably has access to maybe, like, a first-level alarm spell. Like, you could easily, like, or, something along those lines. So,
Mhm.
like, you don't know if she's gonna use it, but there's the
I-
possibilities of that stuff.
Yes, Mo.
And I mean, we also don't need to do this during the day. I assume she doesn't. Well, I don't know. She may seem like that person, but I assume she doesn't live in her office.
The issue is, you're a lot more likely to set up
Get
traps,
caught.
and yeah, you're gonna put your guards on at night, not in the
Yes.
day.
My friend Connie, he is very good at abjuration magic. So I'm wondering if he could give or do some kind of ward. He's really good at negating magic, is kind of his specialty. So he might be able to go with you, Boone, if you guys are quick. He does have a busy schedule, but just like a quick
Okay.
counterspell or something on the alarm, or just to put it down just in case it is there.
I'm not sure about that. It's hard enough to move around just myself, and I'm a 3-foot-tall rabbit.
If not, that's all right too.
Maybe
I-
a rendezvous point close by.
Use him as
even-
a lookout.
Lookout, slash... I can meet up with him after, and he could deal with the contents I steal. Hopefully, I'll be able to notice any alarm traps before they happen.
Okay.
Okay, I think.
Only if you don't need his help, we don't need to bother him. I don't want to waste his time.
If it comes down to escape, I've got a few tricks up my sleeve.
Okay. Then. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, Mo?
No, I just have like a general question. At
Mhm.
the speech yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
was there like anything like Mo has these 2 scars on her face? Was there anything like that on the princess's face that I should replicate? that I could have noticed, or
Yeah.
maybe. Okay,
So you
I'll
just
disguise
remove
self
them,
then,
yeah.
just to
Mhm.
yeah. But I'll wait till we get there to do that.
Oh boy.
Look pretty unharmed, is, you know, from what you can tell at least from.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
generally how a princess looks.
Yeah.
After being kidnapped, though.
She probably had a few days to recoup before they showed her in front of the
Well,
city.
still,
Assuming that's even the real
I
princess.
mean, maybe the king seems
Ooh.
kind of messed up.
Yeah, the king's a little sketchball, but we'll see.
A sketch ball.
What a funny thing.
I just put water all over my notebook.
Oh no.
Oh no, bestie.
Alright, so. Oh, alright, so. What's gonna be my signal to go?
Go.
Um,
Um, start.
How is that message going to be delivered to me?
I could use a spell slot. If we need to incent you while we're at the library ready
No,
to start.
good. I
you're
have
too far away
nothing.
for me to talk to, but
Did your little bird
Yes.
friend just come hop on my shoulder
Yeah.
one this time?
yeah.
You can, but
Sending to start,
I thought
Piero
he was going to
Ditto.
go to you if the magistrate was coming to you.
Well, what if? Comes to me, lets me know start, flies back to you, and then you send him back to me when time's up.
Hmm.
We can try it. If
And sending is always there if.
Although, it does come to mind that I'm going to be inside a locked office. How is your little bird going to get to me?
you
He's
can
agile.
tap on the window.
Okay.
Caw. He's a crow, right? I'm not just making that up.
He's a sparrow.
Ooh.
Close enough.
Should I
I
change it
definitely know
up
the
though?
I know the difference.
Birds
Should I?
confuse me.
It's okay. Fish
You
confuse
can
me.
do
So
what? You can just
yeah,
later
if I
conversation.
it-
We got
if I
so
just
much going
get
on.
like 10 minutes, I can change it up a bit.
I mean, I'm fine with the sparrow. It doesn't have to be a crow.
Okay.
Well, we spent another half hour talking about this, so.
I think we should just
Just go.
do it.
Let's just go and roll with the punches.
So, question, just to be sure about something. Which office are you trying to go into at least first if you're going to try both? I don't know what you're doing.
You said there was one in the library and
Mhm.
one in the school?
Yeah, one at the academy, and then because there's 3 of the magistrates that also, like, have positions in the library, and she's one of them, so she has an office there as well.
Kyle, where do you think the more sensitive stuff would be held? I assumed in the academy.
Can I make an
I mean, that's my
intelligence check to see if I would know?
Sure.
That is a 16.
I think it's safe to assume that at the academy would probably be where she spends the most time, so that may be where the most sensitive information is, but it literally could be either, or it's just the idea that she spends the most time at the academy could mean that, you know, it's more likely to be there.
The most information is probably at the academy. Maybe not. I can't guarantee it's the most sensitive, but more will be there.
Alright, then that's spot 1.
I don't know if we mentioned it already. Do we have a disguises? Like, if Mo and I are
right.
trying to
What am I?
pose
Well,
as the
okay.
princess and a lady in
If-
waiting.
If I'm covering these bad boys up, then I could conjure a dress, I guess.
Okay, I have a dress that I intended to wear for a much different occasion, but I guess I can just wear it now. It's not too fancy. It should function well as a lady in waiting dress, I guess.
Alright. Everyone to their positions? Or did you need to meet with your friend first?
I can see if I can get her schedule for the day. Blame it on wanting some evocation practice.
Alright, if you're sure it can be traced back to you. I guess come find us when you're ready. We'll be at like a nearby cafe or something.
You guys
Good.
can probably come on campus grounds with me. Or if you two wanted to head towards the library,
Just find a
They
could
cafe
start
on
it.
campus grounds. There you go.
Mhm.
Starbucks.
I guess how about Mo and I, let's rehearse how we're going to act all the way to the library.
Seem entitled.
Cal, I just sent you something. Can you?
Yep.
Thanks.
Opening up my phone as we speak.
Thanks.
What kind of dress is Mo wearing?
She would probably like recreate something she.
I'd say no, you couldn't.
Like okay.
Just because of the distance.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I figured.
Going the distance.
She's been to like balls before.
Mhm.
She'd probably like recreate something that she wore one of those times.
Okay.
So 3 years ago. Also, I think I would like to point out most people don't wear their ball attire to the library.
Oh, that's
The
fair.
princess, though. I mean, my sister wore shit like that all the time.
I guess
Oh no.
because I definitely know dresses. I'll wear the like the green dress from Portrait of Lady on Fire because that's my best reference.
Exquisite.
Mwah.
Perfect. Absolutely perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. So are you all heading to the campus with Kaya while and then like Kaya do his thing?
And then we'll split
Yeah.
off.
Mm-hmm.
Can I like?
I don't want to disguise myself until we're closer because I
Okay.
don't want to
Oh,
be
that's
like the
fine.
princess walking around
Until you
in
get
the
like close
gym.
to the library.
So I
like-
might like hit a washroom and then
Mm-hmm.
change up and then
Uh,
got to powder my nose.
I'll put I'll put branding smite on the metal tip of my halberd and use it as a curling iron.
Honestly,
We're already here.
the best use of branding smite I've ever heard of.
I mean, truly.
It works, right?
Mm-hmm. Perfect. Okay. So, Kaya, do you have a specific person that you feel like you'd go to, or is it just
I don't think I have anyone specifically, but would I?
okay?
I think I would know someone who probably works under her.
Okay, make a history check for me. And
That's
we'll
a natural
see-
one.
Oh, you don't.
Do
You
I-
can't recall.
Do I have any? Okay.
You can't recall anyone like who works under her off the top of your head.
Can I just go to her office?
As in, the magistrate's office?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. You can go.
There's like an office hours sign on it.
There
Hey, I'll be in my office in
is-
these times.
There is not. It's
Okay.
not that easy.
Is it
Bestie.
closed? Is it open?
I mean, are you gonna try the door?
Well, is the door closed?
The door is closed. Yes.
I'll do like a little polite knock.
You don't get anything back
Is it-
at least.
Can I see anything inside? Like, is there like a window on the door, or is it just solid
No,
wood?
I'd say it's just solid wood.
Oof.
Okay.
I have a
Trying
bad
to-
feeling about this.
Where's my see-through doors spell?
That would be clairvoyance.
I will go back to the party then.
Damn.
Okay,
Good news?
so it's kind of no news. I couldn't find anyone.
Hmm.
But I don't think she's in her office. I knocked, no one answered.
Just
I know.
this is just looking at. Does this campus have a PA system? Could you page her?
A magical PA system.
I could send to her, but I don't want to waste that spell slot on just that.
That's why I was thinking if you have some sort of mass communication device that might call people places, you could have a disguised voice or someone.
I do have an
generate-
idea. I can
Okay.
be right back. I'm going back to the office.
Okay.
Can I cast a message through the door and see, contact anyone else in the office with message?
I mean, what are you gonna say if your cat's in message?
I was going to say,
Does your point your
knock
finger?
knock
No.
is knock knock,
Knock, knock.
magistrate. Rudeus, are you in there?
The door just opens and she sat at her desk.
Just ignoring you. LMAO.
It's like, Fire, what can I do for you?
I as you know, my evocation studies aren't the best, and I was wondering if you had any free time today to possibly go over some things with me.
I am unfortunately booked up for the day. So,
Is there anything I can do to help free any space up? Do you need are you
Nope.
running to the library? Need anything to make
nope.
need help?
You can leave now.
Understood. And I'll do whatever formal thing the academy has for their professors.
Probably just like a little nod of the head, not
And
fully about, but
I'll do a little rushed walk to the party and be
and
like,
the door
okay, change of
closes
plans.
behind you.
Change of plans. She is in her office. She seems a little peeved with me. So, Boone, you wait here. You're going to wait until she leaves her office.
Well, that was
And-
the idea, right? The whole reason they were going as the princess is because to draw
What?
attention.
Oh, to draw her out, yes.
Yeah.
And if I'm there
tie
too,
there,
she'll
yes.
definitely go to the library because I'm not allowed in.
Why are you not allowed in the library?
We don't need to talk about that right now.
I think it's important to the mission at
We can
hand.
talk later about it,
It
though.
is not at all. So
I think we
I
should-
think
Do this
Just
as
go.
quickly as possible.
I'll leave Piero with you, and if she starts heading to the library, I'll have Piero kind of just come to us.
Heck at me.
Piero will be our sign to coming to us, so we know. And then if she gets there, we can
if
send
I
back to
see
you.
her leaving the office, send Pio to you.
Yes.
And then if she starts leaving your little group, you, I guess, send to me.
Mhm.
Probably easier than sending a bird.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's
Okay.
go.
So you take the 10-minute walk to the library. Okay.
And Boone will post up near the office, just wherever a waiting
Yeah,
area
just
might be.
are you posted up inside the building itself, or are you outside? Just outside the general building where the office is.
Is it an open building, or would people ask questions if I was in there?
You'd probably get some looks. Nobody really knows you, but it's not like
Yeah,
you'd probably
That's a
get
good
straight
point. I don't
picked
want
out.
anyone to know who I am. I'm going to disguise self into
Ooh.
a gnome about
Okay.
my height.
I say, do none of us have invisibility?
The what?
I do, but I have to be there. How long does
Yeah.
it last?
Wait,
Oh,
an
10
hour?
minutes or
I
an
think
hour?
an hour.
Pretty sure it's an hour.
But then if I do anything of anything, the invisibility breaks,
Mhm.
and we don't know. Or I guess I would say Boone would know exactly what counts as a limit for invisibility because he's not super
Mm.
magically aware. So it probably wouldn't be the
No.
safest.
Okay, fair.
This-
Well,
Yeah.
it would stay on you as long as I'm concentrating on it.
But if you
Well,
as long as you
attack
don't get-
Yeah.
or cast a
Mhm.
spell, if I do anything, it'll pop
Yeah.
it.
Oh, yes.
If Kai
It might
makes
be
an
better-
attack action,
yeah.
or if something, you never know. If he gets attacked, technically,
Then it drops.
you know.
Well, but I mean,
I'm.
what are you attacking? That
You have pass without trace?
Yeah, I do.
Come on, wizard.
I have passed without trace. That's not
That's
the
not a
issue.
wizard spell.
I mean, you might want to
I-
boost your stealth in case you have to be sneaking
That's,
around.
well,
It's
that's
just a
the
thought.
question is,
Yeah.
I could pass, I could try to go stealthy with pass without trace, or I could try to disguise with disguise self. It's the
I
question
said
Try
of,
to do
pass
both.
no, they're both concentration, I think.
Disguise self is
No,
concentration.
disguise self isn't. Wow.
No.
You can just drop it whenever, and you can.
Okay, then
keep it
yeah,
up.
I'll disguise self
Yeah, pass without
into
trace would be
a very nondescript gnome, and then pass without trace once I'm ready to go in.
I mean, you could always, you've seen what Kaya's robes look like. You could always, disguise yourself.
Yeah,
with
yeah,
the
I'll
robes
do
on,
that.
Mhm.
I'll just look like a gnome member of the school,
You
and
just
then
in one of the corridors nearby.
Yeah, I'll like
Okay.
sit on a bench or something, pull out a book to read.
Okay. What book are you reading?
One of the ones we took from the floating donut palace. I
Sky
don't remember what they.
Donut.
We took some
Sky
books. I don't remember
Donut.
what they
Yeah,
were.
you did.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you go into the library, unlike the library that Kaya works at, that you've all visited prior, the place is much grander. It's like probably like 3 times as large. And clearly more money has been put towards it to make it so special. Due to its location, it's like at one of the highest points in the city. Not the highest, but one of them. And you get really beautiful views from the top of the stairs that lead up to the entrance. You can kind of see over a lot of the city. And you can see the ocean as well from this point. Yeah, it's very fancy. And it does look like there's a fair amount of people. It seems like an average day for this, for at least for you, Nakaya. It's an average day of like people coming and going. There's not too many people, but there's not like no people at all.
This is
there
probably
nothing-
where I'll split
yeah.
off
Yeah.
from you guys. But if Rudeus isn't coming here, ask for her, and she should come for the princess, right? Just say you'd like to speak with her.
Yeah. Rudeus?
Rudeus,
Headmistress,
yes.
like, Headmistress Rudeus is like, I feel
Magistrate. She's very specific
Magistrate.
about you
Okay.
using the
like,
title.
yes, I feel like I should, yes.
Rudeus.
Should they ask
Rudeus.
her first name's Helen?
Helen Rudeus.
Helen Rudeus.
Rudeus. Fuck. Yeah.
Boone, I want to note that we should. Yeah, I mean, as you don't even know it. As like you're sat waiting, you do see like a group of people passing by and like just chatting amongst themselves, like and it sounds like maybe her door opens, but you can't tell. Like, are you sat exactly like where you could see the door, or you sat like around the corner?
Yes,
Like,
I could, or either see the door or be like in the path she would walk to leave the building.
I feel like you need to choose one or the other here, just to.
I'll just stay to where I can see the door. Why not?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do see this kind of group enter her office.
Okay.
Definitely.
Are they notable for any particular reason?
Not all of them are wearing robes.
Alright, I'll try to do my best to like memorize their faces.
Okay. I will get to that shortly. And yeah, what are you guys doing?
I'll go. Is there someone at the front desk? I assume.
Yes, and you are getting some looks at this point, you know, like
Figures,
of course.
Okay.
I think Artie's just like keeping her head down, like.
Excuse me. Can I?
Oh, hello. The
yes,
like
hi.
the vendor is a bit flustered.
Oh, please.
And she kind of like bows a little bit, like just not knowing what to do.
Ridiculous. You don't need to do that.
How can I help you?
I just I need to do some research for my brother actually. He's a bit busy, so he wanted me to get in here.
And is there anything I can help you with? You want me to get someone to help you?
I just want to do some research on warlock deities. If you could point me in the direction, I
Are you sure you don't
shouldn't
need
be
any
too much
help?
of a bother. Oh yeah, I'll be fine.
Okay. And then she moves from behind the desk and kind of leads you to the general vicinity of where you could find that kind of stuff. And she's like, and if you need any help, if you can't find what you're looking for, I can obviously request to gain
thank you.
access to other areas.
Yes, of course.
And then she just does like the awkward like nod bow thing again and walks off.
Aww.
Be my guest.
I'm falling the fuck.
Okay.
No, not that quickly. I'll calmly be like, okay, I'm trying to skim as fast as I can until I find something that is
I'll help.
relevant.
Okay.
Just
Okay.
for that.
Annie, roll with advantage then. Kaya, what
Yeah.
are you doing during this time?
Is there like a staff entrance to the library? Or like,
Devious.
where do I think Rudeus would come in if she came?
Make a history check for me. Or an intelligence. I mean, it's the same thing, isn't it? So.
Wait,
No, don't
my
factor
history
in
might be
all
higher.
history.
That's 26.
She might come through the front entrance, but there might be other ways and means for her to get here as well.
Teleportation.
Damn it.
I'm pretty sure you'd be aware that she could, because there is a teleportation circle here, but you don't recall if there's one
at the
accessible in the academy.
Okay.
You've never
Is it?
seen one in the academy, so.
She's an evocation specialist. She may not even be able to teleport.
Well, do I want to use this on myself? Or
What are you doing, bestie?
I will cast invisibility, head into the library.
I thought you wanted to
Okay.
notice. Oh, I mean, I guess getting past everyone.
And what's your plan with this invisibility?
I want to go. I want to go to Rudeus' office. And I'm not going to
Okay.
do anything yet. I'm just going to kind of hover around there, staying invisible.
Okay.
And then, like, is there like a direct path from the teleportation circle to her office?
Yeah, like the magistrate's office, the three that are part of this whole thing, are in like the same like corridor vicinity, so she'd
I'll
have
just be
to
like
come down one of these
walking
corridors.
between the two just to like,
Mm-hmm.
if she comes, I'll be aware.
Cool. What was the check that you got?
I only got a 15 investigation. I didn't know if you want.
Only a
That's what you
15.
wanted.
That's not terrible.
I know, but I wanted better. I wanted that 20.
Okay. Can I ask, is there anything more specific about Warlock patrons that you're looking for, or?
I guess the two things specifically, if there's anything like related to giant eels as your patron, or specifically how if someone else can break another person's warlock deal, you know what I mean? Or
Yeah.
just ways in general to break deals. Yeah.
Okay, so there seems to be no mention of any giant eel
Yeah.
patron. However, that when you're like looking up about breaking deals, all that kind of stuff, there's a few stories about like how warlocks themselves have broke deals with their patrons and like the repercussions of that, and the more like accounts rather than like actual, like you're not sure how factual this is, but there is an account about someone else who apparently broke someone's warlock. Can't think of what it's called now. Warlock deal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Warlock deal. But there's not much
Yeah.
information about it. It just mentions that it happened. But it literally states that they don't know much about how it happened.
Okay.
So it's doable.
Possibly, yes.
You're
It's good to
saying there's
know
a
it.
chance.
Now, is it doable in the sense we need to kill the eel and it breaks? Because that's the only way I could think.
That could be one avenue, yes. I don't know if we have enough time. Maybe we can. I don't know. Our legends are pretty closely guarded, but maybe this library has information about said giant eel outside of warlock deals.
Yeah, it's motionology. I
Yeah.
think that's what it is. I don't know. Well, I mean, I think we can research as long as we need to, and once you're done, I can call for the magistrate and
Make
see what
some
that goes.
fuss. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So repeat to me again. What are you looking for now?
Oh, if they have any information about scary giant eels, specifically my scary giant eel,
Your scary
like,
giant
yeah.
My stage
You know,
idea.
make another
Right,
investigation check since it's a separate kind of thing. Are
Okay.
you helping, Mo?
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
With advantage then.
Okay, hey, you know what? It's 1 point better. I got a 16 this time.
And I
Well,
will
that's for you.
say, you will find this information quite quickly. I'd
Okay.
say, because there's not too
No
much about
joke
it,
before.
but like,
Yeah.
and plus there's not too many books about it, so it's like, you know.
Mhm.
So yeah, yeah, I'd say that there's stories about your kingdom and about
Okay, cool. Yeah.
the eel itself and how, you know, basically just stuff that you already know.
Okay.
Nothing new.
Nothing new.
No new information.
Okay.
It seems that
Interesting.
because your kingdom isn't like well known as well,
Yeah.
like up
Mhm.
here, like it's probably only known by like historians and like
Yeah.
higher people, you know, diplomats, all that kind of stuff. Like, so yeah, there's not much information that is, well, there's not any information that is new to you.
Okay. I'll look to Mo and just be like, okay, let's call the magistrate and make a fuss. Big distraction.
Okay, so I'd say by this point, so the 10 minutes past for you walking here, with you guys
Yeah.
doing your little revisions and stuff like that, that's at least another half an hour.
Yeah, for sure. That's been about
At
40
Okay.
minimum.
Yeah, I
And
figured.
I'd say these people moving past about like 20 to 25 minutes after these guys like had left.
Okay. So they've been
So
there
they've
like
been there 10
15.
minutes?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So Kai, you doing anything else or you just chilling?
I will just chill.
Okay.
I might walk up to the magistrate's office first, just to be like,
Mhm.
"Oh, is she in there?" Before going
Okay.
to ask for her.
Okay. So you're kind of making like it known to people around
Not
that you're
like,
kind of looking for her, or like
Yeah.
as you do that.
Yeah.
Okay. And like I feel like the same girl from before would kind of approach that she's currently not here at the moment. Would you like me to
Oh.
request for her to?
Yes, I that would be much appreciated.
Okay, I'll see if I can get hold of her. And she kind of dips like behind the scenes, you know, not like in the front of everything.
Can I like peek into the office, be like, "Is there anything in there?"
The door is locked.
Ooh.
There's no windows.
There's
Not
no
like
windows.
a library
It's a
office? Or-
wooden door.
Okay.
There'd be windows on
I
the
don't know how-
outside of the building.
I don't know how fantasy doors work.
Some fantasy doors have glass, but not these ones. They're
There was
private
one
offices.
on a brick wall, so.
Fair enough.
Anything can happen.
Oh, it's Kaya.
What?
You can't see me, I'm invisible, but did you find anything?
Oh.
Oh no.
It's possible, but there wasn't information on how to do it. We'll
I'm
talk more
guessing
later.
you just have to kill the eel. That's my
Maybe.
assumption.
Oh god.
That should
Okay.
be messy. Ugh.
So what's the plan now?
So I asked for the magistrate to come here, and then I'm gonna act like I'm getting a message sent to me and be like, "Oh, sorry, I have to go right now. My father's calling." Okay.
Okay,
Wait,
And
I'm
then if-
confused. Why are we calling the magistrate here to make
To
a
get her out of
decision?
to
the
get her
office.
out of her
Okay,
office.
yes.
Piero hasn't
Well-
come back yet,
Okay.
so
We get her out of her office, we pretend we need her help looking for something for a couple minutes, and then you say, "Oh, a message." Okay, got it.
Or I could ask her if she knows anything about warlock deals, maybe something more, and be like, "Oh, my brother's asking."
feel like we
As
should
you are like whispering, the girl comes back and she doesn't really like pay much mind to what you're doing. She's like, I have contacted her. She should be here shortly. And
Thank you. Much
cut
appreciated.
to Boone. Is there anything you're doing, by the way?
Me?
Before anything.
No, I mean I've been
Just chilling?
reading this book I got from the Donut Palace. It's real saucy.
Cool. Yeah.
Oh, is it a romance novel?
Glistening thighs and all.
Oh my god.
Hell yeah. So, you hear the door open, you look up, and you do see Magistrate Rudius leaving and hopping? She doesn't hop.
Boing, boing, boing.
And
Oh my
heading,
God.
and
They
heading,
turned her into a bunny.
and heading, kind of the opposite way to where you was, like, the opposite side of the corridor to where you're sat. And she seems to be, like, running. As she's like closing the door, you kind of catch the end of like,
Oh,
I'll be
thank
right
you
back.
for me.
She left them in her office. Fuck.
Okay.
Oh, damn. Those people.
Okay.
Ultimate stealth mission.
Okay, I'm gonna as soon as she is out of line of sight and I'm like alone in the hallway, I'll
Mhm.
little whisper to Poirot, be like, the bird has left the nest. Go alert,
Eagle
you must. Yeah. Go, she's on her way, go.
I'm not gonna lie, Boone calling them I can't even say the name, makes so
Aw.
much sense.
That's
Oh,
the
yeah.
joke.
Yeah, so much sense.
Okay. Do the staff of the school have different robes than the rest of like the students? Have I seen some just while I'm sitting, just seen like some staff members walking around?
Maybe. Like, there's a few offices, like, around this
Like,
area.
any
so...
level above student will work.
Yeah, you'd
Okay.
come across.
Okay,
That's
then
what
I
we
will.
can't wait. I'm so excited for what's about to happen.
Boone will recast because you can't change your disguise once you've done it unless you recast the spell, right?
I think.
Yeah, you have to recast a spell to
Yeah.
change your
Okay.
disguise again.
I'll cast disguise self a second time to change my robes from student to like admin of some kind,
Okay.
and then go knock on her office door and let myself in. Yes, hello. The magistrate has told me to inform you that her business will take slightly longer than expected and has asked you to meet her in the library.
And as you look in, you see like a group of people. And again, it looks like they're waiting for the magistrate to return from your distraction that's occurring. Two of which are after Nasi men who are like similar in age, similar face structure, probably related. They're not wearing robes. One of them looks a little bit nervous. The other one's kind of like radiating this confidence, moving around. He's like fiddling with something on one of her shelves or something like that. Like, and then there's like two chairs placed at the desk, and in one of them is this tan half-elven woman with this red hair that's tied back into a braid. She seems a little bit impatient, like just from the general vibes that you get when you like get into the room. There's also this pale guy with like dark hair, who's got his arms folded. There's like a bit of more calmness to him. And then there's this black tabaxi who's kind of resting against the wall right next to the door. And you kind of startle them as you enter. Can you just roll an insight check for me real quick?
Why is there so many people in this room?
I wonder what she was talking to them about. I'm so curious.
That
on
is
and on, I was
a
like, oh
10
my
plus
God.
6, 16.
16.
Oh,
You can probably get just from the way these guys are like positioned and stuff that they do not trust each other too well. They don't really know each other too well. And I forgot to mention the two who are sat down are wearing robes, the school robes.
So there's 2 students and 3 non-students?
Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, and this confident as Genasi guy is like, who are you?
Yes, sorry, I am Administrator Humphreys. I do the gophering for the magistrate. I'm not supposed to tell you this, but the princess has decided to visit the campus. She's at the library currently, and the magistrate thought this would be a good chance to introduce, start getting connections made.
You kind of see the the confident one look towards their assumed brother, let's say, and just gives him a look. Roll a deception check for me.
Oh, the princess.
That's a 19 plus 0, 19.
Okay.
That's
Okay. I mean, okay. You know, when she's coming back at all.
Well,
She's
that
kind
was
of
the
in the
thing.
middle of something.
Yes, she alerted me that you were in the middle of matters, but seeing as the princess obviously takes priority, she didn't know how long this would take and figured it would be best to not let you sit here wondering.
Doesn't she like already know the princess? I'm pretty sure.
Well, yes, she knows.
But you said
But-
that like it was making connections. It's a bit weird.
No, not for herself, for you lot.
Why would we want to make connections with the princess?
She's an important person to know. I just figured anyone would. Regardless, she has requested your presence at the library, and she's not one to be kept waiting. I can assure you that.
Well, I guess we're going to the library then. And he kind of, you can tell he has like a leaderish energy to him with these people, and just it's like makes a hand movement for everyone to just follow him and the head
Apologize
out.
for the inconvenience. I will have refreshments ready upon your return.
He just waves his hand.
I will step sheepishly to the side.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And I mean, you could assume that these guys are gonna show up at the library at some point, but you guys don't know that, so hey.
My heart was
God.
pounding.
Can't believe that worked. Amazing.
Yeah.
I really thought it wasn't going to.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what we call committing to the bit.
All right. You know what? We'll head back to the library.
You're leaving me after that? Oh my god.
Yeah.
So I'm not to ask her about the deals? What?
I mean,
Yeah, I just
the
think-
magistrate comes round the corner
I'm not.
Oh, but
as.
I miss.
I start walking away. I'm like,
Imperial
I want
has
to keep,
not returned by this point. Just a heads up, like.
God,
so-
this is. I'm so
I want to keep
worried.
sight on the magistrate, but be down the corridor.
Okay. She's like, princess. Oh, can I help
might-
you?
Well, oh, sorry, 1 second. Oh, damn it! I'm so sorry. My father needs me. We'll have to talk another day. I have to go right now.
Oh, is there anything I can do before you leave? If I can do while you're gone?
You
You
know,
can
all good.
return.
Yeah, I'll come another day. Thank you, though. And I'll.
Okay. Can you just roll a deception check for me, real quick?
No,
I help, please. Please let me help.
You've been quiet. No.
I'll say I didn't roll too bad. Deception.
God.
17.
Okay, let's see.
Can I,
Just-
while this is happening, can I
Mhm.
would I know where the teleportation circle is?
You'd have a general idea, yeah.
I want to so I want there to be the teleportation symbol, a bookshelf, and then me, and I want to open the bookshelf so I can see the teleportation circle while hiding behind it.
Okay.
Still
Yeah, that's
invisible,
fine.
but
Sure. Sure
I
thing,
just want to
buddy.
keep sight there.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, oh, I mean, yes.
I'm
I mean,
so
you're
sorry
always-
for pulling you out of your work.
It's no problem.
Lovely seeing you again.
You too.
Okay.
You can see that she gives Annie a little weird look, but
She
doesn't do anything
recognizes
on it.
me, or can I insight check that?
Insight check it if you want, Bez, do you?
Can I say I want to do that too? Because
Okay, feel free.
I don't like this.
Only a 15.
Insight is 7.
So you said you did a 15?
15, yeah.
15.
A 50.
Yeah, 50,
You
yeah.
can tell she doesn't know who you are, but she just finds the fact that you're here weird, if that makes sense. Like, she's not seen you before. So she's
Like one of the princesses. I'm her bodyguard now. Because she got kidnapped.
I'll grab Artie's hand as we walk out, just like, come on.
Oh! Like arms. Yes,
Yeah.
Your Majesty.
And there's people just still watching your every move, you know, just in like, oh my god, it's a princess.
We take
like...
an abnormally long time to walk out and see if the magistrate waits for us to like leave.
And she just watch you for a little bit, but as you get close to the exit, knowing that like in the sense of she wants to make sure you get out okay.
Yeah, yeah.
But once you get to a certain point, she's like, okay, well, you're gonna be looked after now. Because there's guards in this place as well. So like, you know.
On the like last step, can I trip? Because I might be making this up. Are the offices on like a separate floor?
I'd say like they're raised by like maybe like 3 or 4 steps. Do you know what I mean?
Okay,
like
once we get to the last step, I'm going like, oh no.
A lady.
Oh, the close call.
Okay. Interesting. Okay, Boone, we'll move back to you.
You guys bought me all of 10 seconds.
Literally. That's awful.
No,
No, it's not you, Aaron.
I'm trying.
Okay.
You did so good.
So, for the time being, I at least have an empty room. Yeah.
You do.
Administrator Humphreys is going to mad dash, like, looking for, I guess the symbol of the royal family was what I was told to look for, and then anything.
Yeah.
Just anything of note, really.
Yeah. To my detective
Okay.
senses.
Roll an investigation check for me.
Okay, something
Let's
I'm actually
go.
decent at.
Yeah,
Come on.
I believe in you to find good stuff here.
Oh, that's
Please.
it's a
roll
9
high.
plus 8, 17.
Oh.
Do you know what? I when you said 9, I was a bit sad.
I was like, oh no.
But yeah, okay.
Nothing.
Expertise in investigation for a reason.
So, one thing to notice very quickly is on her desk is a book. And
Multiple books.
there's also there's one specific book on her desk. There's some shelves with books, you know.
Yeah.
And then there was also some like piece of paper, and if you look over them, you can kind of get the idea that it's maybe like a paper that she's writing about her school of magic, whatever. Nothing of interest skimming over it. But the book itself is a book by Alteris.
Okay.
Do you take a look at it, or are you just gonna
Pocket it and keep looking. I don't have time to
Okay.
skim at the moment.
Oh no.
Okay. Are you looking in like the drawers as well that are open? Are you gonna, if any of them look, are you gonna try and open them?
Yeah,
like...
I'll go go through the desk, open anything unlocked first, and then
Okay.
just see if there's anything of importance, and then I will maybe try to pick a lock depending on how much time I think I have.
Okay.
Oh no.
So,
I'm scared. There's a
in the
trap.
top drawer of her desk, there is a couple letters from what seems to be the royals. From the king himself. If you have a brief look over.
Mhm.
Are you like actually gonna read them, or are you gonna just pocket them simpler?
I guess pocket them. We're going. I was told to steal.
Okay.
I was not told to copy.
Only that top drawer is open.
Okay, and the rest are locked.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Is the window up? Is there a window in this room that's like openable?
Yeah, there's kind of like behind her like chair of her desk is like, quite tall windows.
Can I open one of them?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave one open, and I'm going to outside cast rope trick.
Okay.
I now have an escape. I now have an escape
Okay.
route.
Escape
Okay.
rope.
Yes,
I
an
love
escape
rope trick. That's my new favorite spell.
So essentially, I have a 60-foot long rope outside that can dangle down. So
Nice. I
amazing.
feel like you're only on like the first floor, but it just saves any damage, doesn't it? So
yeah, any damage. I can also climb
Mhm.
up it into a false dimension. So
there you
options.
go. You know.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
And then I will start picking the lock. Oh, and I guess I'll say that I closed and locked her office door behind me when I came in, just so I have
Okay.
a second of
Mhm.
time.
Okay.
And then yeah, I'll try picking the lock.
Go for it.
God, I need to roll better.
You can do it. You can
Ooh,
do it.
hey, that's a 16 plus 7 number.
Hell yeah.
You
23.
unlock the drawer.
Oh my
I'm
god, I'm
gonna,
doing too
like,
well. Knock on
Can I
wood.
just like open barely and see if there's a trap? Like
Make
make
a
sure I'm.
perception check then, or an investigation. Of
Oh,
You
either
I'll-
can
work.
do it.
Come on,
Investigation.
Mooney.
Investigate. Ooh, that's a
Moody,
5
Moody.
plus 8. Only a 13.
You just see anything.
Even your. Oh
Alright.
no, it's a.
There's a
Hey,
trap.
this. Yeah, I guess I'll open it and see if I'm sprayed with deadly poison.
You are not sprayed with deadly poison.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's okay.
But there's nothing that you can see straight away in this drawer. But what's your passive investigation? I feel that that's probably good to base this off.
Passive investigation is 18.
18. You kind of see that like the panel at the bottom of the
False
Jaw?
drawer.
is kind of like loose, like it's not fixed in place.
Okay.
I love
I'll try
that.
to pry that up with my like nail.
Okay, you could do it easy. Like it's
Yeah.
That's trapped.
and there's like a little notebook.
Well, her diary. Steal it.
Dear diary.
A pocket
Kaya
and
was
save it for
annoying
later,
today.
or are you gonna give it a skim? Like what's the
Yeah, I'm
plan?
a scanner, like literally flick through and skim the
I'd
pages, see if
say-
there's anything.
It's a fresh book. It's not like it's not got anything in it, but it's only got like maybe
She filled up the
6-7
last
pages worth of notes. But you do get this. I'm gonna send it to you right now, but I need to do something
my
special
gosh.
on Discord real quick.
On
And you can
Discord.
do with like this is the last page of notes that you see. Where are you? There you are.
I disappeared. I've
Yeah.
transcended.
Oh, bye, guy.
Can I
Everybody say
do this,
bye.
please?
My heart exploded
Just to give
when
you-
I
oh,
pretended to be an administrator.
My heart might explode. I'm so nervous.
I'm
Um,
so.
That's so much
scared.
fun.
For some reason,
It
it's
is
not
really
letting me do
fun.
this on Discord right now, so I'm just gonna type.
What special thing are you doing on Discord? Copy and pasting?
I need to know what the like. How do you cross something out on Discord? What are the like marks?
Oh,
Redaction.
Yeah,
Isn't
Like,
it like?
Spoiler? Are
um,
you trying to spoiler or strike through?
strike through.
Oh, I don't know. Strike through.
I
don't
got you.
know.
I'll look it up.
Put the tilde key on either side, I think.
What's the tilde key?
It's the
The little
squiggly
squiggle.
one next to the one.
Oh yes, I see.
The Hilda key, like that Netflix show?
Either
That's
it's either
fun.
one tilde or two.
I think it might be 2. Well, either way, if you see those, you'll know that it's meant to be crossed out. So
Yeah. Oh wait, no shit.
you're not meant to
Oh.
know, bestie.
Oh, I'm just testing. Yeah,
I thought
two
you said. I
tildes.
thought you accidentally
Okay.
said it in general, and I
Oh,
was like,
Tilda's
oh,
on
there
the
you
other
go.
side.
That's what you get. That's what you kind of skim over. It's very nerds. Like it's just without context nerds.
oh,
I want to know what it is so fucking bad. Take it, Boone. Steal it, Boone. Steal
This
it,
seems like
steal it,
evidence. I
steal
gotta
it.
take it. Okay,
Okay.
pocketing that. I think that's. I feel like I'm coming near the edge of what I can get away with. So you said there are books along the wall.
Yeah.
These are the personal ones. They're probably better than the library. Anything about warlocks
Oh, thank you.
or
Oh,
chronomancy?
Oh, interesting.
I want to make
yeah.
you make another investigation check for this.
Damn it!
Fuck.
Roll
It's
better.
separate. It's separate.
Pushing the
So
limits.
Come on. That's a 14 plus an 8. 20.
Oh, hell yeah.
22.
Damn.
Nothing on Warlock patrons. You find one book on chronomancy.
Mm.
I'll swipe it.
Chronology.
And for the
Chronergy.
people out there that don't know what chronomancy is,
Time
Magic.
magic.
time magic. Okay, yes. Okay.
That's
Uh,
what Kaya is a time magic
Yeah.
elf.
Specialization.
That's
Time
why. That's the only
lord.
reason Boone knows what that is, and so he
I
thinks this might be
go,
useful.
I cast this, and you guys tell me if I can or not. That's how I learn my
Fair play.
magic.
Okay,
Absolutely.
with my spoils, I'm gonna, instead of spending like the last bit of time looking for more, I'm gonna try and cover my tracks a little, so it's not so obvious that she was sacked.
That a giant
As
book
in,
is
like,
missing from her desk.
Try and make the like panel look in place.
Yeah,
Close
yeah.
it.
Put the
Yeah.
panel back,
Mhm.
relock the thing, push the drawer back in.
Mhm.
Ooh,
Noted.
you said they were letters. Did they come in envelopes?
The letters themselves are in the state where not in envelopes. You cannot find envelopes.
Damn. I was hoping that I could just take the letters from inside and leave the empty envelopes.
They seem to
Okay.
just be kind of like
Yeah.
Fold it up and seal
folded
it that way.
into
Well, yeah.
the
Okay.
jar.
Then I. Does it feel like I'm missing anything? Is there?
Does it?
Vibe check.
Vibe
No,
check.
okay.
Roll a d20. Vibe check.
Vibe check.
Nat 20, go.
2.
Come on.
Oh,
You have everything you ever could need.
yeah. There you
You
go.
got all the information in the world, bestie.
I don't. I feel like you're. I mean, I feel like you're good.
A voice
Thing is, I
from
haven't-
the ether
I haven't
says you're
done
good.
the sending from Kaya yet, so I don't think that Lady Face is on her way back.
I say just.
Speaking of Kaya, let's go back to you. What are you doing?
I'm watching the teleportation
mean,
circle in case she goes
see
back
her
to it.
moving back over to it after Princess leaves, so
Do we do option 1 or option 2?
Both.
What are the options?
Well, yeah.
you don't get to know.
Both.
I am going
Oh.
to have to drop invisibility. I'm going to cast Sending to Boone. Say she is on her way back. Get out of there. Rendezvous at the cafe where we
Don't
had
you just want
brunch.
to go right to? Okay.
Wait,
I
where
think
we
we
had
should
brunch?
just go right to
Not
the
the cafe on
underground,
campus?
okay.
The other cafe?
Other
Yeah.
cafe.
The brunch
Brunch
cafe.
cafe.
Respond quick. Are you out?
Okay. Do I respond now or when you flip back?
I mean, you can respond now during this time.
Interesting things were taken. I can leave now.
Jump out the
Got you
window,
a
bro.
book.
Okay. So, anything else you're doing, Kaya?
I am going to wait for her to go to the teleportation circle.
She's basically there. So,
When she teleports back, I want to counterspell. Through the book, so I'm like kind of hidden, but I want to try and counterspell it. And
so here's the thing. This teleportation circle obviously works in the same way as, like, you know, it's a
Teleportation spell,
to
yeah.
and from
yeah,
a place,
A place.
like circle. So like I feel like it would probably make it stop working for like a little bit, you know what I mean, and then she'll go. I feel like that's how it would work in this scenario because it's not necessarily her casting a spell, but it's a thing that's in place that's kind of like, it's hard to explain, but I think you get my vibe, right?
kind of, yeah.
You get a couple minutes stall instead
Yeah,
of...
it kind of
Yeah.
just, it's kind of like,
Anything else.
oh, it's playing up again and just kick it to make
Yeah.
it work again, you know?
Oh, turn it on, turn it off again.
But yeah,
Step off and
it's
step back on.
like the like sigils and all that on the like circle itself like play up from it and then you just dim again and she's like, huh? Like,
And I'm
and
ducking
she
behind
looks
the shelves.
she looks around, roll a stealth check.
Oh, you better do the best.
Advantage,
fucking
aren't you
stuff
still
of your
invisible?
life.
He's
I
not
had to
invisible
drop it to
anymore.
cast a spell.
Mhm.
That is
I
a.
know that,
Where's
bitch.
my stealth? That's a 10.
Oh god, you're gonna get your ass beat.
She kind of looks slowly around and she misses you and you think you're good for a second, then she just looks at you and her eyes just set dead on you.
I'm I'm gonna pretend like I was actually grabbing a book off the shelf, and I'm like,
You're going to get
oh no,
kicked
she
out.
sees me. And then I'm going
She's
to.
walking over to you.
I'm gonna skim through the
Distraction
book. What's the book that I'm reading? Like, which one do I grab from the shelf?
It's a smutty book. That's what it is.
Of
The
course.
smutty fuck. Okay, I will. I'm gonna take out a notepad. Well, I'll take my little notebook from my leg,
Smut in the Grand
and I'm
Library.
I'm gonna be jotting down the name of the book in this notebook, and then put a little star next to it. And then
And as you like put the star next to it, she is next to you, watching you do this, and she's silent. Do you know that intimidating silence?
so I guess I'll take my leave now then. And I'll put the book back.
Why are you here? Okay.
Well, this library does have a better selection than one I
You're
work
not
at,
supposed
and
to be here.
they let me in, magistrate. They
I-
didn't stop me.
I don't think anyone let you in. I think you just
Oh my god.
walked in and nobody talked to you.
Isn't that the same thing?
No,
I wasn't
it's
allowed in here.
not.
If I walked in here, they would have told me to leave. But I'm getting the impression that I should leave now. So I just took note of this book so I can try and find it later.
Well,
And I will
why
see
are you taking
you.
note to the book like that?
Everyone has their passions. Then I'll start walking away. Just like kind of quick.
You kind of just hear her take like a really deep breath and just let it out. Like she was so frustrated with you. And you just leave. She watches
I'm
you as you
leaving the
go
library.
as well.
It
She
does not
makes
go like
sure
that.
you
Well, I'm
leave.
losing my mind.
I leave the library just straight through the front doors. And I'll start
And
heading towards
you
the
notice
cafe.
that, like, as you leave and her eyes on you, the guards that are at the door kind of like realize that you're there. Like, oh shit, we're distracted by the princess, basically. You know what I mean? That's why they think you go through. But hey, they don't know.
I'll wait for Arnie and Mo out front instead of leaving. Like at
Yeah,
the
we don't
base
know
of
where we're
the...
going. I think we just wait
Well, we
outside.
went up front. Speaking of, if like people are watching us, like because of the princess, can we like duck into an alley to drop most?
It's
Yeah.
gonna be hard to just
Oh,
duck into an alley and drop it. People are gonna be watching you.
I don't walk all the way
um,
to the cafe
um,
like this.
Expeditious retreat. I don't know
That
what that
doesn't
does.
stop people from watching you.
It makes us go
Let's just-
fast.
It doesn't stop people from what you're gonna have to make a really good cell check. That's what I need from you both.
Let's.
Okay.
Oh wait! Can I cast? Can I cast? Fuck.
Can I cast hellish Can I cast
No, can I cast fog cloud?
The pure panic
why are we
of
losing-
you
why are
two
we
right
like
now.
this?
And do I see this happening?
I feel like they're a little bit away from you, so you might see like people watching them and then maybe a little bit uncomfortable and trying to figure out how to get away from
Can
them.
we just be like calmly walking forward? I don't want to lead them to the brunch cafe. Like,
Yeah,
You
I
don't
don't
even
want
know
the
that you're meeting in the
paparazzi to
brunch
come
cafe,
after
right?
us.
yeah,
we
we don't
don't.
know. We have no idea.
I
we
think-
never get to that part. I'll whisper in Mo's ear, like, what should we do? Everybody's looking at us.
I don't know. I don't like this.
I can obscure us from people's vision.
Sure.
Okay. Can I stealthily try to cast fog cloud?
I mean, for you, it's gonna be a lower DC to get away with it because most people look at the princess, not you. You know, so
Yeah.
roll
Do
that.
I have anything?
Roll
I
that
roll
stealth,
stealth.
baby. Mhm.
I got a +0, so let's see.
Stealth?
A 10.
Oh god. Oh god. 17. I feel like it's gonna be an 18 though.
My intention. I don't care if people
did
see
you-
me
What
cast
did you get again, Soriani? Just
a 10. I'm
10,
just.
okay.
I was trying to make it like. I don't know if I
Mhm.
can really do this if I have this much control of my magic. So feel free to tell me no.
Mhm.
But it is like centered on a point in a 20-foot sphere. But I was trying to make it appear like a creeping fog. You know what I mean? Like, oh,
Well,
it's suddenly
oh, like
getting
a
very
fog
wall.
foggy. Yeah.
what you could do, I feel like this could work, and I am
Okay.
being very nice. You know,
Thank you.
I
thank
love
you. I
you.
appreciate you.
you
I
could
love you.
you could technically place a folk clown near an entrance of an alleyway and be able to swoop
Oh,
into
and
the
get
alleyway
down there.
without people
Okay.
seeing you go there. And they would
You're
just be like,
so
the
smart.
princess disappeared. Because you talk about going to an alleyway, so that's why I thought I'd help you. But
Yeah.
you know,
Okay, let's do that then. I'll cast my
Yeah.
fog cloud and do that, and we'll slip into. Well, the princess will definitely be able to slip into there. My stealth check was bad, so.
Yeah, people weren't paying much attention. Well, not as
Yeah,
much.
to you.
Yeah. I think you can get away with it with the fog cloud.
Okay.
I think you get away with it because it lasts a little while as well, right? It lasts at least
Oh,
up
it
to a
lasts-
minute, right?
It lasts an hour.
There we go.
So this fog cloud's all around all day until I drop it. It lasts an
So
hour.
everyone, and you hear someone's like, "No, she's being kidnapped again." a few people are panicking. A few people are like telling them to shut up. Kai, you probably see this from a distance. There's just fog cloud appear. You probably
I will
know.
hurriedly, what's the word?
Quickly.
Hurriedly make my way.
As you
I'll
Wait,
save her.
as you like make your way, because I feel like you're getting to like the bottom of the steps at this point. You cross paths with Connie,
Oh no.
and he's going up
Honestly,
the stairs.
I have places to be. Oh, I'm
He's
going
with some
to
people,
turn to.
so
Just gonna turn to Connie and be like, "Hey, Connie," and then just keep walking. Just like,
just gives
To
a
the
whip.
office.
Oh, was Connie in the office?
wait,
Just gives a whip.
you did say like a.
You said he was with a
You
group
did
of
say a pale
people.
person with black hair, right? Okay, I'll just be like, "Hey, Connie,
Hey. He just gives a nod, and he seems a little bit not like distant, but like, you know, he's got something else going on right now. You know, also busy.
God.
Yeah, so
Doing
the
other
princess.
things, making plans, making
like,
moves.
just for Carson, not really for Kaya, because Kaya wouldn't know. Is it the same people?
Yeah.
Okay.
You
Kyle
you
will just
do
be like,
see
"Hey, Connie."
him. You see that, and you see this very confident after nasty man kind of just look to you and give you a weird look, like, and then look to Connie and give the same
I'll
weird
wave.
look.
And then I'll just like wave at the Earth Genasi and be like, "Oh, are you guys friends of Connie's?"
And he
Of
just looks to
Constantine's.
Connie.
Sorry. My bad.
You know this guy, Connie, and like, oh yeah, this is Kaya. It's cool. Kaya, we need to go. I'll talk to you later. And he
I'll talk to you
continues up the
later.
stairs.
And then I'll
The
go.
magistrate isn't there, and the princess isn't there anymore. These poor people.
That's true.
And you know, this I feel like you might have some knowledge of this. Roll a history check for me, Kaya.
A 23.
Wait,
Yes.
ooh. You'd know that these two Earth Genasis are a part of a noble house. They are sons of a very wealthy nobleman, called Harold Hart.
Harold Hart.
Mm-hmm. And with that, you'd probably know that their names are Maxwell and Francis. Francis being the more cocky one.
I will like if I like clock that, I'm going to give the most like I'd say like is auspicious like the word I'm thinking of, like auspicious, like goodbye to them, like a deep bow, like being over dramatic about it all.
Know what
Auspicious-
auspicious means,
Yeah,
but-
not
I don't-
definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely
Don't look
not
at me,
the
don't
right
look at me,
word.
don't look at me. Most
Like
Egregious?
ostentatious.
Ostentatious.
That's the word.
That's
Ostentatious,
better.
like glory of like respect to them.
Yes.
Mhm.
And
I
then I'll
also
just head off.
say that you noticed that because obviously there was the tabaxi and the half-elven girl. The half-elven girl was in robes. You would probably know who she is. She's called Raven. But
Like Teen
she's quite new around. You don't know too much about her.
He's
Which
boy.
school would I know?
I don't think you'd know that.
Okay.
Earth Genazis
Cool.
Sarah.
is
I
what is
just
what a
meant more
druid?
people.
Cool.
Head to the fog cloud.
You head to the fog cloud into the alleyway.
That was the hood up back to
Mm-hmm.
sneaky.
Sneaky snake.
Did you guys got out all right?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Perfect.
We
I already sent to Boone. I'm out of those that I can't cast that spell again, but I told him to meet us at the cafe where we had brunch.
Oh,
Let's go
okay.
now.
Sure. I was saying maybe
Let's
we
go.
should head back to the Underdome from there instead of talking at the cafe.
We can do that, yes.
Oh,
We can meet there.
Alright.
It was just a
Yes, my
rendezvous
voice.
point. We
Came
can
back
go
to
somewhere
normal.
else.
Boone, how are you
Yeah.
getting out of this office then? What's
I mean, I have an open window and a rope, so
rope trick.
yeah, are you just doing that straight away the moment you get the message from Kaya?
yeah. Once I
or...
feel like I've cleaned up my tracks, I will
Mhm.
like hop out, hang on the rope, and like pat the window
Mhm.
closed.
I feel like
And
as you're
then-
patting the window closed, you just hear heels like down a hallway. So
Did you unlock the door? Or did you leave
pretty
it
good
locked?
timing.
He locked it.
No, I was saying like to cover up his tracks. Did
I
you
feel like
re-unlock
Oh.
I
the
said I
door?
was covering my tracks,
Yeah,
so
I feel like
Yeah.
you would have unlocked it again. I feel like that
yeah,
would make sense.
unlocked, like jumped out the window of the rope, patted the window closed, take the rope down, and then undo rope trick.
Mm-hmm.
So there's not a mysterious floating rope outside our window.
Cool.
Out there.
And you assume you make your way to the little brunch cafe.
Yeah, on the way, just because Boone is a very overly cautious person, he's gonna take like the most important book and start tearing the pages out from the cover and leave the cover behind, so he just has the raw pages. And same with the other books he took.
Well, from the
Diary?
from
Or
the notebook.
The book on the table, like
Chronomancy.
To be fair, the book on the table, if you were to have a brief look inside of it,
Mhm.
it's basically just writings about magic stuff that you probably don't really get too much. Kai might be interested, from
Yeah.
but it's kind of most of the books in the library don't have like a sleeve on them, like because obviously they just get wrecked anyway. But this one does,
Jacket stuff.
and on the inside, there's meant to be a photo of Alteris, but it's scribbled over.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
excellent.
I'll leave that one whole just because Elteris might want it back. But the notebook, I will like
Mhm.
tear the pages out of the notebook itself and then leave that behind discarded. So
Mhm.
if someone tries to track it, they'll find it there on the ground instead of with us.
Cool. Noted. And then you're heading straight to brunch, we'll call it.
Yeah. I'll take a somewhat meandering path so it's not so
Mhm.
easily followed. But yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And you end up all eventually meeting at the brunch cafe. I feel that should be its official name now. But
The brunch cafe.
The brunch
Yeah.
cafe, yes. The
Brunch.
Breakfast Club.
Oh.
There you go. Ding ding
Oh.
winner.
The Brunch Club.
so yeah, you all meet up.
How was it? Did you get
Are
the
we good?
goods?
Let's go to
Uh,
somewhere else.
Well, we can walk and talk.
Yeah.
I did have a bit of a startle, I'll be honest. There was a group of people in our office. Didn't recognize them. Some Genasi, a Tabaxi, some shady-looking fucker.
No
Didn't
way.
you
I
got rid of
think
the
I saw them
license?
headed up to the library. They're with my friend Connie.
Yeah,
Oh.
Was it
told
that
them-
really cocky Genasi?
Yeah, I told them the
Yeah.
princess was visiting and that they should go see, because I had to get him out of the office, obviously.
Ooh.
So they were in her office.
Yeah, it seemed like they were having some kind of serious discussion.
Well,
Weird.
one of them, like kind of dark hair, really like cool looking. Would you say? That's
Greasy, a little greasy.
yeah. He's really busy. He doesn't shower much. I can't really.
Hmm.
It's that kind of thing. He's really studious. But yeah. That's probably my best friend.
Oh, Carly was sent your best friend on a wild goose chase. Apologies. There isn't someone named
Okay.
Humphreys that works there, is there? I think I might have gotten him fired.
Is there someone named Humphreys that works at the academy that I
Roll
would?
a d20 for me. We'll see if there is someone
God,
called Humphreys
please.
there.
There are
A
no
two.
name Humphreys.
There's someone called Humphreys there and you might have just got him fired.
Possibly,
Ooh.
but
Well,
we can make amends later.
It's okay. It's for the greater good.
we can use another wait staff.
But on the table where they were meeting was a book about our new benefactor. So, you might find yourself in opposition to your best friend here pretty soon.
I didn't think Connie would be on the side of the magistrate. They could have just been discussing things.
A lot like a team to me.
Were they
Teams
wearing like
usually have
but-
goals.
or?
I can go
Well-
talk to him later.
All right. Well, I got a few things to feast your eyes on. First of all, got this. Think you might like it. I'll pull out the Chronergy book. Why is it not Chronomancy? I feel like Chronomancy is such a better word than Chronergy.
I agree.
Play Matthew Mercer.
Or like
Matt
chronology.
Mercer will come
Never.
for you.
He has never done anything wrong, unless
Apart
He
from
named
that.
it.
Apart from that name is the one thing he's done wrong in his life.
Because like
Blasphemy.
Graviturgy and Chronergy fall under Chronomancy.
Yeah, but Graviturgy feels
But then
right.
what's Dunamancy? Because I thought that was time as well.
That's also like the
Dunamancy
same
is
thing.
Graviturgy and
It's like
Chronergy
a
at the
mixture
same-
into like fate magic.
God damn it.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
See, this is why I don't play Casper.
fair enough. So yeah, this is a Chronergy book from the magistrate's personal collection.
Thank you, Boone. Can I?
Oh,
can
be
I-
my best.
I'll
as
just
well as
skim
that-
through it.
Else?
I'll hand these to Mo, or I guess Arnie, whichever. Split them between you. It's letters from the king.
You can read
Oh,
together. Oh, unless you want to
sure.
read them privately.
Pocket
That's-
hand 'em out.
I'm just personally curious. I would like to.
Yeah, they had the seal on them. That's what you told me to look for. So grab that.
Yeah, perfect.
We'll put
Yeah.
our heads together and open it up.
And of more immediate concern to you, Kaya, I found this and your name's on it. I'll hand over like I think you said it was 7 pages from the notebook that were already filled
Yeah,
out.
there's 7 pages in the notebook, but it's the last page in the notebook that had those notes on it.
Yeah. Look at the last page first. But these were in a hidden compartment in the magistrate's desk.
Oh.
Got it.
Do you want me to just
What-
send
what's
you?
on- Yeah.
I'll
Okay.
send it. You know, I'm sharing
Okay.
information.
You send it.
I'm special.
You special. Make sure the stuff's.
I'm the
you
world's
know,
best detective.
trusted.
Damn it. We'll see.
Does it
Uh,
we'll see?
You said it's 2 tildes.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yes.
Tildes?
two
Yeah.
dildos.
That's
Two
cute.
Tildes.
You can
Two little
be able to just copy
tilties.
and paste it and it should do it.
It didn't actually. That's the interesting
Oh.
thing.
Weird. It did
So-
on my phone.
I think that's
called being stinky.
I'll just put
No!
the letters.
Aside
Oh,
from
I
wait,
thought
now.
we were gonna read them. Oh, okay.
Well, not read and walk them. I feel like we should wait.
Why not? No, I'm just kidding.
You also
We
probably don't
can,
want me
um,
waving around the symbol of the king.
Oh, the royals!
I'm just imagining Bo and
bedtime
Arnie
story.
having. Yeah, I was about to say we read it in my storage as a bedroom.
No, I'm not the most knowledgeable with this. Looks like a hit
Um,
list to me. At least cross
I,
that name. People still alive.
I recognize too right off the bat. Gaudreau is the Graviturgy professor.
And is he
I'm
alive?
decently close. Yes, I
Oh.
yeah. I visited him a few
nice.
days ago and Ani, how do you spell your last name?
Vanturis.
Like, you're under here as well.
Pardon, may I
Wait.
see?
Well, it's
Not
just the last
specifically.
name.
Oh, yeah, the family's.
Don't care. Can I still
Oh,
see?
just family.
Just
Well-
copy and
Not yet.
paste it and put it in the
Yep.
group
Before-
thing
I-
when you do it.
Yeah,
Before we
but
start,
no.
do you know for a fact that any of your family members practice necromancy?
I mean, my brother was in line to be high enchanter. I'm sure he at least knew necromantic spells, but beyond that, it wasn't a
It-
common school of magic practiced amongst our people. I mean, yeah, there were necromancers, but it wasn't like, oh yes, come here to learn necromancy.
Maybe we should take a look at this at the Undertome. It's probably
Yeah, let's.
something deeper than this is.
Send
I am
it over
going
and
to
read them.
take these papers and wrist pocket them.
Okay. Just the
Smart.
notebook papers.
Yeah.
Okay.
You might want to pocket anything that's traceable.
I can pocket up to 5 pounds.
Probably do
So-
both books then, yeah.
Yeah. I can pocket. Yeah, I'll keep the Chronergy one out.
Yeah.
And just probably skim through it as we're walking. But like the Alteris book and the book with names, I'm going to wrist pocket.
And with that Elteris book, now we have something to show for ourselves when we go see Hopkinson.
He
Smart.
wants us to know that information. Oh well, I guess because her picture was crossed out, that is suspicious. Let's get to the Underdome right away.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah. Make it to the Underdome. It's quiet. I mean, at this point, it's like, what? Mid-afternoon, late afternoon. It's getting there.
Stressful morning.
Yeah, a couple hours away from opening for the Underdome, so you've got some time to hang around in the front if you wanted to.
I'll
but-
just let Callister know we're back, and I'll may sneak up and read the letters.
Vault in
You
my
wanna read the
storage closet
letters?
bedroom.
Read the
Do you
letters.
mind
Yeah,
if
I'm
I
gonna-
just speak out loud what they say?
If you go slow, and I'll dictate.
promise
We-
you
Carson
that
could
there is
leave.
nothing
Okay.
of, you know.
Okay.
Okay. So, the letters, if I can find where I put the stuff for them. Okay. So the letters basically are just a couple back and forth. The king was told by the dean of the academy to get in touch with the magistrate about organizing possible tutoring from an academy professor or higher up for the princess.
Okay.
With discretion requested also. Just asking, like again, back and forth, asking for someone that she could trust, and also request to possibly meet with her and the princess over dinner to discuss some things.
Why are you laughing, Aaron?
Because we just showed up to the library, and now the king is asking for dinner.
Discretion.
You don't know if she's had the dinner or not already.
But I'm scared that she hasn't, and she's gonna be like, "Oh, what was what was going on in the library?" Oh no.
Well, she's probably gonna know something's up when stuff is missing from her office, so I think the goat's kind of gone.
Also,
Fair.
if she sees the princess and says, "Hey, princess, why were you looking about warlock deals?" and the princess will be like, "What?"
I don't
Oh
think
god. Okay. We might have just killed the princess.
Killed her. That's a little too extreme.
it's okay. Arnie knows necromancy.
I promise you, I'd rather scare the dead away than
So-
conjure them.
Are you sharing this information with Annie now?
Not
Yeah,
yet.
I would come back and be
Yes.
like, "Sorry,
I'll
I
just-
got too curious. I read them, but here."
Yeah. So the note piece of paper is being shared. Yes. Carson.
Yes.
Okay.
No, not yet.
Oh well, I
That's
sent
okay.
it now. I sent it now.
Don't look. Don't look.
They're intently looking.
I'm not
They just like
looking, I'm not
peer
looking.
around your shoulders.
Kaya Umbriar.
Okay,
I will, like,
okay,
share
I'm looking,
eventually,
I'm
but I
looking.
wanna-
I didn't really read it.
I want to keep it in like the wrist pocket. It lasts an hour.
Mhm.
I want to keep it like out of detectability for the
As
full
long as
hour.
it can. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Does Kaya know necromancy?
There's the mag. Wrong.
Do you, Kaya? Do you know necromancy? Can you tell us?
I probably know some necromantic spells, but it's not one of the schools I've really studied in.
Question marks make me wonder, did the magistrate not know that you're a chronology specialist?
She does, but she's not really a fan. From what I understand, she's kind of anti-time magic. Maybe not anti, but she's definitely, like, she looks down upon it at least.
And Kaya, you would know that Professor Ulich and Professor Dancer are professors for illusion and evocation.
Okay.
Just to
What she
Oh,
playing?
So they're
Exactly
professors
that.
for it.
Oh,
They are professors,
If,
not
And a good
if
magistrates.
they're looking for a possible tutor that they trust,
yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
But why would my last name, and no offense, Kaya, I doubt the magistrate seems to really trust you enough to work with
Well,
the
It
princess.
doesn't like me, but I know magic.
If she's
It's-
looking for necromancy and only knows a few, but why would the royal family need that?
Would I
I'm just
recognize the names Florin or Gray?
Yeah, there are other professors in the school.
Okay,
So
so
perhaps
they're all
she-
professors.
What it feels like with how it's like written out is that she listed these professors and then she went back and crossed some of them out. Like, so
Yes.
maybe
I-
if they didn't fit, you know,
I'm
something that
curious.
you found out later on.
I have an idea.
What's your idea?
Wait, would you? Sorry, not to metagame. Would you have shared what the letters say? Or no?
The-
Would you have the king's letters?
Well, yeah, I think I would have come back and be like, sorry, I got curious when I was
Mhm.
away and
Here's
read
what
them.
I'm
This
thinking,
is...
and this is really bad if it's true. I think she's looking for a tutor for the princess, and I think that's your sister.
That's what I
And
was
it's
just
listing the
about to
types of
say.
magic that we know, and
I was
I-
about to also say, if she listed the professors' names initially, and then she went back and crossed them out, and she then later wrote these 3 schools of magic, perhaps it's those specific schools of magic that they're looking for tutoring in.
Mhm.
Evocation, illusion, and necromancy. Perhaps this would be quite
Well-
news to me, but perhaps my sister could teach necromancy.
I mean,
what if they want
she-
to teach her in all schools? So evocation, illusion, and necromancy are kind of filled out. And what
Would
if they
I
need
have
others?
known what the royal kid studied?
I feel like the royal kids, from your knowledge, would have studied a bit of everything, you know, to gain
Okay.
that like knowledge.
Yeah.
Roll a history check with me.
Not bad, not bad. I don't think my history's great though. Oh, whoa! My proficiency is 3. It's a 19.
Okay, so from what you remember, the kids especially, were taught by people, not even the academy. They were taught by special people that
Specialist?
the
Yeah.
royals brought in. So for a reach out to the academy, there must be like maybe something specific going on that can't, like, do you know what I mean? Like they might need extra help with something, or like, you know, and I feel
See, I'm
like
thinking because my brain's empty.
I feel like you would
Okay.
know as well, like
Mhm.
these schools are not anything that the princess was very good at.
Yeah, for sure.
This
So-
is okay. This is kind of out of
Oh.
party, a little bit of table talk. This is really crazy.
Sure, I
What
can't say that.
if, when the princess was kidnapped by my sister, presumably,
I think
she
I'm thinking
had
the
an
same thing.
accident and is now a wild magic sorcerer? It
Oh.
would make no sense why she would
Yeah.
have to. Why would she
Other
have to be
table theory.
trained?
What if your sister's posing as
The
princess?
princess?
the princess
what
and she
I was
wants to learn these
also-
schools of magic that she doesn't really know?
That would be insane.
I
See,
was
no, I was
considering
thinking
that, but what was your
maybe
thought?
like something happened and she lost her magic when she was kidnapped. So
I was thinking because why would they ask for discretion? Not that they can't ask for discretion because they are the royal family, but why would they specifically be like, keep it quiet? You know what I mean?
keep it, yeah, on the down low.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
This list came from the last page of the notes. Did the rest of the notebook, of the other 6 pages, have anything in relation?
Not even, I wouldn't say in relation. A lot of it's just more notes what seemed to kind of like, again, without context, it seemed to kind of connect more up to like the paper that she was writing, just maybe notes that she'd write, you know, when she's not at her desk able to write.
Hmm.
So it's not necessarily a schemey notebook by any means. It's just a
Mhm.
general notebook that she just write notes in, but it's definitely a personal and private one. Like even the information that she's writing for her paper, obviously she wanted to keep to herself because she doesn't want anyone to plagiarize her, right?
Yeah.
So
I'm just like I said. It's nagging me that they want to keep it so discreet. But I
But I
could
think
see
it's
this-
also just rich and pompous.
That's
So,
true
you
too.
know,
It's honestly how they are.
Yeah.
It's kind of shitty.
Well, with, I don't know about evocation, but with illusion and necromancy, you could bring someone back to life as maybe an undead that you control, and then with illusion, make people not even tell if they're undead.
It is true.
Then I'm concerned, why am I
princess-
on there?
That's what's bugging me too. The only reason
I
my last
mean-
name would be on there was before my sister. She's the only surviving
yeah, I
member of
think
my
I'm with
family,
you.
with the exception of my
Or-
uncle.
or-
But he
yeah.
is not. He does not practice any of these magics either.
That's
Kai, like,
you know.
you know necromancy? I don't know this magic
I
stuff
can
that
look
well.
through my spell book, but I will say I have dabbled in a few schools because
Okay, yeah.
the first one I tried wasn't my best, but there aren't very many chronomancy wizards. It's kind
Maybe
of
she's pulling at straws at this point.
it's
Just the theory.
she's really desperate if she
Yeah,
has me
no
down.
kidding.
Not for my arcane prowess, but
No,
she
but
doesn't really
from
like
her
me.
perspective, yes.
Yeah,
Perhaps-
I guess I can expect a visit from her soon.
Well,
Are you close enough with good Goodrow to maybe
the-
get some information since he's crossed off the list? See if maybe
Yeah,
the
possibly.
magistrate asked him some questions like an interview, or maybe he's already done his job. You might be able to figure out.
He's probably the professor I know best, so I could talk. I could make a run to the campus tomorrow if one of you wants to join me. Probably Boone, just because you guys was
Yeah,
seen.
we've been seeing.
So we could
should
stop.
stay with this,
See if
okay.
Clonny is on campus.
do we want to
then
visit
Dro.
Frey all together, or should you two go do that and Mo and I go
We
see Frey
present.
tomorrow?
Yeah.
I'm fine either way. I'm just proposing the idea.
Mm-hmm.
Ray was supposed to contact us shortly after the king's speech. It's a bit worrying he hasn't gotten to us yet.
Well, he said
Well,
to
I
come
did
we're
send
going
to
to
him.
see
I
him.
said to see
Well,
him
I see.
tomorrow.
Oh, then
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Tomorrow morning, you two go towards the campus.
Mhm.
We go to see Frey and deal with that and present what we found, and ask whatever questions we have as a group.
Well,
I mean, like,
Kaya, it's your storming grounds, but should we maybe let the heat die off for a few days before going right back?
Yeah, for questioning around, yeah, that's not bad.
I'm not like.
I mean, you did. I mean, what did you do
Break
to
into
distract
the Grand
magistrate?
Library.
Did
I
you make yourself?
just asked her if I could get help with evocation magic because she knows that it's not my strongest.
Hmm,
And then
okay.
she saw me at the library, which could be kind of suspicious because I'm not supposed to
Yeah.
be there. But
What did you see
who
you
doesn't
doing?
love smut?
Oh,
Sorry.
me?
what is the Grand
What is
Library? It's
bad
an educational institute. Have smut.
No,
Oh.
Hmm.
No
It is
censorship
important
of
to know
information, yeah.
about.
It's
Weird.
not just an
Ibati.
educational institute. It's a library. Like you just
It is
have
That's
funded
the
by the
Grand
academy.
Like,
But
Great.
I guess
interesting.
I
it
can
just
probably
seems like
contact Connie.
a suspicious confluence of events. You might want to lay low for a couple days.
We can do that then. That's probably smart.
And I'm assuming since Frey told us to come tomorrow, he wants all of us.
Yeah,
Let's do
let's.
that then.
Plus,
let's
now
all
we have a
go
gift.
tomorrow. Yeah,
Yes.
lovely.
Indeed.
Well,
What's in the Alteris book if we skim it?
I'm
It
choosing
seems
up.
it seems to be a book that she had written. But it seems quite old.
Wait, did I get a
Yeah.
look at the stuff, the writing the magistrate was going on her desk? Did it seem like she was maybe plagiarizing Altair's?
I feel like because of your like whole thing with being a detective, you remember it at least to this point. You know what I mean? Like you have a fair memory. I wouldn't say plagiarism.
inspired.
I wouldn't even
She
say
re-
that. Maybe.
She, like,
do you know what?
reframing.
Kaya, can you make an insight check if Boone like explains this, like that there was that and stuff? Like,
On the desk with this book was some what I could only describe as a research paper. I don't know. Never went to school
Okay.
myself.
Oh,
Yeah, let me
sorry,
me
if you have
think.
a paper about it.
That is a 22.
the magistrate's a bitter woman. It could just be there, just to remind her, like I don't know, to encourage her
Motivation?
maybe,
Yeah.
to encourage her, because she's like, I don't know,
I can
fuck
do
you, I
better
can do
than
better
this.
than you. Yeah, like
Yeah.
I think she's trying to upstage Alteris. Which is it is so in her wheelhouse and is
That's hilarious.
And the-
fucking
is-
bitch.
the
I'm
picture
just
was
curious.
scribbled out.
Is it entirely scribbled out? Can we not make out any details at
Like-
all?
like,
of those?
like-
Just entire,
it
like
says-
furiously. Okay, yeah.
It says like that like it says her name under what like looks to be like a frame what's meant to have a picture on it, but almost
like
the
an
entire
author
thing is just
bio.
blacked out.
That's
Like-
crazy.
Are there any annotations
Yeah.
in the book?
No.
Okay.
Interesting.
What is the book about? Like,
Yeah, what's the title?
Okay, what's the
Wow.
publication date?
You're just
Yeah.
can you read me the entire summary on the back?
Can we have a story time, please?
Who wrote the
I-
forward?
I feel like it's just general commentary on magic specifically in Faerie. It's not necessarily like about like a talks about like a school or anything like that. It's more on like how magic has allowed Faerie to grow, and how it like it can be exploited as well, like stuff like that.
So this was written by Alteris, not about.
Mhm.
Okay.
What
I
does it
assumed
say
it was-
about like magic being exploited?
As in, like, because of its presence and because of its, like, availability. I don't even know if that's the right word. But, like, so many people can really get their hands on it and learn from it. That could easily get into the wrong hands as well.
Okay.
And, like, she makes references to maybe, like, a few instances in the past. Nothing, like, insane. You know what I mean? Like, nothing too notable that would, like, madly affect the city and stuff like that, but like more stuff that got shut down before anything bad could happen, you know?
Okay. Are there any mentions of chronomancy and the bad things that happened or were shut down?
No.
Okay. I was just curious.
Okay. So seeing Frey tomorrow.
They
I need
return
Frey
it
tomorrow?
tonight. Do Frey tomorrow.
Oh,
see-
yes. I'm tuckered.
I'll probably stay at my place just because I feel like that's where I would be.
Yeah, you're good. Me and Arnie are. I'll check the bathrooms, okay?
Good. Good. I can send to her now, so
Oh, okay, perfect. And
let
I
me know
mean,
if anything's wrong.
if
Also-
Arnie's also in 125 feet, I can message, so.
Boone, you give Kaya the chronomancy book, right?
Yeah.
After stream, I can give you some stuff, Kaya, by the way. I just have to look at
Yeah.
some stuff, but I can't be asked to get Chrome up in the middle of the stream and spend time, so
Thank you, Poon.
but yeah, and Boone, where are you going to sleep?
The comfiest couch in all of the dim. Helter Skelter.
Hell yeah, okay. And yeah.
Things I want to do before I go to bed.
Okay. What do you want to do?
I'll write the letter, which
Mhm.
I've been thinking about it, so I'll revise it and send you the final after.
But is it still the
Um,
general premise?
It's the general, yeah. Just some things I want to add to the end. I'll go to Arnie.
Mm-hmm.
Knock.
Yes. Hello.
Um, I know I was a little skeptical about sending a letter, but I just things came to me, and I think I might just send something out.
Of course. I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
I appreciate you sending it. I think I don't know. I'm curious to see exactly how deep this goes.
Yeah, I'm not even sure if she'll get back to me, but might as well try.
I hope she does. And I'll just pat Mo on the shoulder.
And I'll go up to the dawn and find a post office and send it out, just so it gets out in the
Okay.
morning.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
you can do that before it, just before it closes. You kind of just
Mhm.
catch it. Yeah, and the clerk is like, fine. Just as there was about to like lock up and then go take it for you. Yeah, and you send your letter
I
off.
would say I just had a thought, so I'm gonna message you. I don't think of anything. Yeah.
Okay. No worries.
So confused. I'm thinking many thoughts. I'm connecting
So
the two
what was the
dots.
information we got from the King's letters? That he just wanted discretion in his teachings? Was that
So
pretty
what he
much
said
it?
Yeah.
was he was told by the dean of the school to contact the magistrate, And the purpose of this was for organizing tutoring for the princess with discretion. That they had to keep it kind of on the down low, and that they needed to find like who was the best, who could help,
And who they could
keep a
trust.
secret, yeah, and who they could trust, and also at the same time tutor her. I agree with what Carson said though, that it's possible my sister is either teaching the whole thing or teaching part of it, and for some reason they want to bring Kaya into it.
Can Arnie say, without a shadow of a doubt, that there are no other living members with that last name? So I imagine someone experienced necromancy would be pretty hard to kill, and maybe would not want to go noticed among the living.
I mean, I don't know. Not that we're having this conversation in real life, but I don't. Here's what I know. I walked into the royal throne room. My sister had everybody murdered there. Now, thinking about the terms of illusion and necromancy, specifically illusion, I guess if she had newfound powers, she could have illusioned my whole family's dead bodies. But,
Damn that warlock patron.
But I saw them all dead. The living survivors of the Van Ter's line is me, my uncle, and my sister, to my knowledge.
See, it's the to my knowledge that keeps giving me pause.
I mean, I can't tell you what I don't know, but
Yeah, obviously.
yeah,
I'm just saying we can't
we can't
definitively say
guarantee.
it's your sister.
No, we can't. But I mean, who else would?
Damn sure.
Yeah, I'm about 90. I can say with about 90% certainty, because it's not outside of the realm of possibility either that if she gained warlock powers, she doesn't have access to necromancy magic. You know what I mean? Or illusion or evocation. Because I think evocation.
Warlocks don't need tutors. Warlocks get the information from their patron.
But it's not necessarily if Adeline is posing as somebody else, because I doubt she's gonna roll up and say, "Hey, what's up? I'm a warlock." You know what I mean? She could be posing as some kind of advisor. So if they think she has,
why she knows it.
Yeah, if they think she has magical ability, then they can just say, "Oh yeah, teach our daughter." You know what I mean?
That's fair.
I don't know.
Who knows?
Yeah, who know? You know.
You guys all have
know
connection.
everything.
Boone's just some rabbit. He has no connection.
That's so funny to me.
He's pulling at straws.
Let's go see Frey right now. I demand it.
You haven't even been asleep yet.
We're
You
going
haven't
to
got
bed.
sleepy time.
One of those dream sessions.
Anything else anyone wants to do before bed?
Boone's just rearranging his spiderweb wall.
Valid. Fair and
Amazing.
valid. Get good
Right.
sleep. Get nice sleep. Yes?
Just for like the sake of doing stuff after, I'll say this is like when Kai goes through the chronomancy book and like whatever
Yeah.
that means, we
Mhm.
can discuss it later. But that's what he does
Yeah,
tonight.
of course.
Actually, it's chronology.
Actually, it's.
Your mom.
I mean, I kind of.
Yeah. So yeah. Sleep comes to you, and the next day it's raining outside. It's a little bit miserable. It seems
as
like it's
soon-
kind of it's only a light rain, it's not anything heavy. But
It's
it seems
favorite
like it kind of gathered over the night.
As soon as we wake up, I'm gonna point in the direction of the storage room and go, Arnie, you can reply to this message.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good. Just making sure you're here.
Here, yeah.
And then I'll just head up.
Since we didn't discuss a place to meet, I guess Boone will go to the Underdome, since that's our usual meeting place.
Okay.
And he's gonna break in again.
Remember,
You're not
Knock
even
on the
gonna
door,
try
bro.
knocking?
No, at this point it's
Could-
practice.
could I make like a perception check to see if I could like?
I'd
hear
say
him
use
break
your
the
passive
door?
perception, whatever your passive perception is.
It's a 12.
Okay.
Let's see what I roll on stealth.
Stealth and whatever
So
your
for
lockpicking is.
stealth, that
Sleight of hand.
is 18. And
don't
then
hear
you
anything.
don't lockpicking is just your dex plus your
Mhm.
proficiency, so it's
Yeah.
+7 for me.
Just
Ooh,
putting
nat
up plates
1.
for breakfast.
Ooh, rough.
No, no, we're gonna have to replace the door.
So
You
we
get
can't hear
something
you, but you are.
stuck in the door, like the keyhole.
Oh shit! I'm gonna try and wiggle it loose.
Make a strength check.
Could we
Oh,
hear this
no.
commotion?
Well, I would argue that wiggling loose is more of a dexterity.
No, I don't think it is. I don't think not how this is stuck.
That's a 14 minus 2, 12.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't seem to come out. You
You're
feel like
paying
you
for
had
that.
it, but then like yeah, it's not budging.
Huh.
Like, just for fun,
got
this
it
is when
really
Kaya's
lush in
walking up. Boone's struggling with the door.
I'm like, it's one of those things where I'm like holding the thing and my feet are against the door.
Your
And I'm
feet,
basically
yeah.
like,
Are you alright? Do you need help with
Yeah.
that?
Do you take sugar in your coffee?
how strong are you?
I can open a jaw.
Can you open this one? And I'll like let go and just point at the lockpick.
I can try. I can try and pull it out.
Make a strength check.
Me and Mo are having a bonding
That's a
moment.
dirty
It's
one.
I feel like you pull it and you kind of stumble back a bit, not realizing like how
What's
much
going
Can we
you
on
hear
have to
them
put behind
tugging on the
that.
Yeah,
door?
we
at the
really
start?
got
Can we
that
hear
s-
I
them?
feel like
falling.
at this point you probably hear something.
What
Oh,
is
God
It's been
that?
going on long
Grunts
enough.
again. I'll go
Okay,
up
wait.
and like.
I knock on the door.
No, wait, together.
Okay, together. Okay.
As soon as they try to pull it, I'm
They
gonna.
raise their hand, yeah. Oh, they're gonna pull it. Yeah. Oh,
What is? God damn it, Boone! You know we live
He was
here.
doing
You
this
was
would
before I
know.
fire.
came here. Really? He was doing this before I
I've
came
already
here. Don't
caught
listen to
you
him.
trying to open this door.
Not
My-
trying, succeeding.
Yes,
Okay,
but
let's-
still.
Did you
This
change
is
the
not how
locks?
this
It was a
works.
lot harder this time.
Well, what do you think? We can't just have people breaking in here.
Well, the new locks are good.
Thank you.
You
I
might
don't-
need new ones.
Can I try to pull it out of the door?
Yeah, make the strength check, baby. Natural one.
No, it was actually a natural 20, but what a stupid thing to get a natural 20. It's a 23 plus 3 strength.
Nice. You pull
Just
it out
pop it
so
out.
easily, and it kind of puts you two to shame. I'm not gonna lie.
It was all about
Please
the
tell me the lock.
leverage.
Can I try and like?
I'm
I'll take
a
my
rabbit.
keys and try to see if the locks will work.
Okay, you try it out. It seems like it locks for now.
Oh my god.
We need new locks again.
And
I
it's like
need-
a lot stiffer as well. Like it takes a bit of jiggling. to,
Yeah.
like
Like when you gotta pull the door forward before
Yeah.
you. Yeah.
It still works. I don't know what you're talking about. I'll just like look up at Arnie and hold up my hand.
Yeah, I'll hand you back the
Don't.
mangled, like,
Ernie.
crumbles.
Oh,
the
Oh,
basically almost unusable, probably unusable. I'll think.
sorry.
It's my lucky pick.
My bad.
Maybe use
Guess
it
its luck
for
has run
places
out.
you should be breaking into instead of places you could just knock. Just saying.
I've got to stay sharp somehow.
Practice on your own locks next time.
But I already know how they work.
Or are they all
think it's-
broken?
all the doors around Boone's house have lockpicks jammed into them.
At least they're still locked.
Oh my god.
Do you guys want to head out now, or is there anything you have to do before?
Well, now I've got to make a
Go.
shopping stop.
Yeah.
Oh, go.
I would like to go procure a new set of picks since my pick is broke. Or I guess just to replace the pick that broke.
So funny.
You could literally get a new one for like 2 copper. Like
Okay.
it's
I'll just
it's
stay on the
cheap.
way.
You go to your like you probably know a few shops at this point. Like
Mhm.
you know all around them. So
Yeah.
just pop by one on your way wherever you're going. So what's the plan?
I mean, I
Head
think we
to
go
the alley.
Pray. Tap on the brick.
Yeah, you tap on the bricks.
Figured that out
Yes.
last time. That
To
was
the
insane.
sky, donut.
Okay. So you go and tap on the bricks and head up to the Sky Donut, as you have so beautifully named it.
Well, what else do you want us to
And you
call
end
it?
up in the same place, same receptionist lady who's there, but this time she seems to be kind of expecting it. So, and she sees you
Ma'am.
and she just gives you a quick look, and then she recognizes you and she just nods and just gestures for you to sit down.
Are there windows here?
They're
Is it
small
raining
ones.
like here, or is this above the clouds?
This is above the clouds.
Is there like clouds above the clouds that are raining?
Double
Not at this
cloud
point,
layer.
A double cloud all the way.
no. But no, not at this point.
This place will be pretty rough during a hurricane.
Wouldn't it be above it?
Depends
Yeah.
on the hurricane.
Arguably. Do you think they could make it go higher depending on if they need to get out of inclement weather? Just an
So I
idea.
like look out the window. Like, hey, what? I just like making pictures in my head of places without asking.
Mhm.
I imagine this place being like fully white. Am I just making that up?
What, the Sky Donut is just fully
Yeah.
white?
Yeah,
I don't think it's
Like
Marble
white
everywhere.
marble. Yeah, I
feel
imagine
there's
marble
some
everywhere.
I feel there's some marble, not everywhere, but like it's matched with that and like really fine finished like wood. Like it's really nice. And like it's varnished, all that kind of kind of like matching along with the colours.
I like
and
look
stuff,
out the
but-
window and like see what the outside look like not like open the window and look out, but like get an angle.
I mean,
Open
at
the
this
window.
point, from this angle, you'd probably be blinded by the sun a bit.
Oh.
This one's kind of in your
Be
eyes.
careful.
Ow.
No.
Don't look out there. Bad idea.
So, is there anything you want to do while you're waiting, or just chilling?
I'll let you all know
Alright.
now. You can't snoop around here. Everything's locked.
Oh, were you just not
Well,
able to open it?
Should we?
Yeah,
Sorry. You gave us the opportunity.
based on earlier assumptions.
I'll
Should we?
pat Boone on the head.
All like bite at his fingers.
So we have the book for him. Is that
Yes. What are we going to be asking and presenting to Frey? Just so we have our affairs in order.
Well, we were told to come here today, so I assume he has a bit of an announcement for us.
no? We
Yes,
asked him if
He
we
said
could
he was
come
free today.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see. I misremembered.
Well, but in return, even if he does have something to present to us. So I assume we're going to mention the Alteris book.
Yeah, although based
And,
on what we found, it seems to just be a passing distaste than anything interesting.
Perhaps still worth mentioning. Anything else we're bringing up?
I know we talked about asking about the royal family, but I don't know exactly what we be asking about. Oh, if your
Oh,
sister
if-
is with them, that's right. That's what we were going for.
Is
If he knows anything about your
Adeline with royal family? I don't think he's going to tell us. He seems to be rather squirrely.
Yeah, he might be coy about it, but
But perhaps
Produce the
ex-
list.
Oh, yeah, and see if he has any answers pertaining to that. Perhaps I don't see what harm it would do.
oh yeah, if he knows. Yeah.
Show list to Frey. Okay, let's do that. Let's do those 3 things.
Okay.
And ask him if he has anything else for us.
And as you're like, making this note of like what to ask, he comes on through, in his usual fit, like with the orb that's around him as well, and he gives you a little smile as he walks over and he's like, "Oh, it's good to see you all. How are you doing today?"
Well, and yourself? Are you good?
I'm doing perfectly fine. So you came to see me. Would you like to
We
follow
got
me?
some.
I can take you to my office if you wish.
Oh,
Sure.
please.
Yes.
Yes.
And he just sends a nod to like the receptionist before leading you, around the donut and eventually through one door, which leads into like another donut. And then Inferno would
Donut
all
and a
leads into
donut.
his
3
office.
donuts.
Concentric donuts.
Put everything on a bagel.
And when you enter his office, it's nothing like spectacular. It's quite basic. And then there is a door at the back of his office as well. Can't see anything through it. It's not got a window. Another
Damn
door
it.
without a window. But
Turn
his
me
door
from
had
window.
had like a little,
Oh.
frosted like glass window.
Like a lab window.
And he goes and takes a seat behind his desk, and there's a few chairs in place for you to sit down.
We have some things for you.
Oh, well, please do share.
Oh, I mean, I don't. The others do.
We bring a gift that we found. I don't know if it means anything to you, but it's an old
I
book
don't know.
published by the woman herself.
Do you like pass it over?
Yes.
Okay. And he kind of just chuckles as he takes a look at it and like opens it up and sees the scribbled out.
That was not
Yes,
us.
yes,
It
that
was
was
the
the
owners.
magistrate.
Wait, who did this?
The
Magistrate Rudeus
Oh,
of the
okay,
Evocation
yes.
School.
The magistrate.
That makes sense. Okay, and he kind of
Makes sense how.
just sees if there's anything going on, and he says, "Ugh, she is a tricky one. I mean,
What I've been saying.
clearly she doesn't like you very much, Kyle. So,
Which I am.
to be fair, she quite dislikes anyone who has the potential to push her down away from her position. So,
Interesting. She's jealous.
I feel like that meant all the ill will I had towards her.
don't let it boost your ego, Kaya.
It did a little bit. You
I-
with the way you presented it, it won't like get to my head too much, but it makes me feel a little good.
Okay, but Kaya, you are not very good at evocation. So, do you think that you would replace her in that sense?
No, but I could take over the Grand Library.
Perhaps.
No.
And he's like, oh, so what else?
Well, that was all we had for you. In return, we also wanted to ask you
Well,
more
did we-
questions.
That's not all we had, though.
Oh,
Yeah, do we
sorry.
also want to give
Oh,
both?
yes. We had, yes. Sorry, my bad. We found this list with the
But I guess this
magistrate
is
as
also
well.
a question.
See, that's
You
why I
can-
said 2 questions.
You
Fair.
can ask questions. There's nothing wrong with that. You
You
seem
don't
very.
seem to answer them as the...
Yeah,
There's some things
Problem.
that I just cannot answer the way that you would like me to.
everything.
What can you tell us about
Oof.
this list? And I'll pass over a copy of the list, of
Okay.
the note.
Okay. And he just quickly looks over it and he is like, so professors from the academy,
Mm-hmm.
schools of magic, your last name,
Yes.
Kaya with question marks. What do you
Okay,
expect me to gather
You-
from this?
Do you know what the magistrate's business with the royal family is?
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I do not know too much about it. I know, the dean of the academy and the king are friends. Probably because of their, magical natures and interests.
Do you know if the royals like had a specialization in any school?
I mean, not specifically. I think they tried their hardest to cover everything.
Hmm.
They have a lot of time on their hands, most of the time.
Sometimes it's never enough.
Do you have any idea why your name's on here, Kaya? I could maybe
my-
understand Ani's, but
And if we are not
Not
sure if it's
truly.
Arnie's name.
Did my
We
name
think it might
or
be his
my
sister's.
sister?
I cannot tell, but it is still your name, so there could be
Look,
reason as to why
I'll-
it's there.
Ask you point blank. Is my sister working with the royal family? Just answer me, please. Anything.
I mean, I can not
Oh, full name.
just tell you
What
information
do you
like that.
want?
I
Okay,
can tell you that this is the path that you want to follow, but I'm not going to tell you that,
okay, yes or
straight
no.
information.
Just say yes or no.
I cannot say yes
Well,
or no
what can
to
we?
that question.
What can? Insight check.
What can you tell me about my sister?
Insight check then. Whoa, okay.
14.
14. You can tell that he feels like he cannot tell you.
Oh my God.
He feels like he cannot tell us, but
He
can.
probably could, but like
But
it's
he
almost
doesn't.
like he has an obligation not to tell you some things.
Can you just tell me anything about my current
you-
my sister's
well,
current
okay.
whereabouts?
Can you tell us
Yes.
anything about the princess's return?
Oh yes, that too.
The princess, I don't think she may be all that she seems.
Okay.
The
No,
father, that father of hers, I mean, will do anything to
kidding.
make sure,
Keep appearances.
his and his family's image is perfect, so.
Interestingly, I don't know how much this matters, and perhaps it's nothing, but the princess did not speak at that speech at all, not even once. She didn't even say hello to her citizens or anything. Maybe
She
she
did not.
is raised from the dead, perhaps, or in disguise.
Or still taken, perhaps. Maybe
an illusion.
the king's waited long enough and wants to show face.
Do you know how many chronomancers there are practicing in the city?
I could probably only count on like one hand, not including you.
Okay.
So at least 5. Most 5.
I mean, there's
Six
you.
at the most,
There
including me.
is your chronology professor,
2.
and then there's some others. Other
Others.
people do look into chronology, but they don't necessarily study it in the same way that you do.
Okay.
Do you have any jobs for us? You said we were needed for a job, and we've just
Okay.
been doing our other things.
I mean, that does remind me. I do not currently have a job for you, but I do have something. And he kind of like opens up his drawer in his desk. And he pulls out 4 cards that are kind of like
Our cards.
they look like laminated in a way, but in like more of a magical way than actual laminated, you know?
They're flashcards.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
And passes them to each of you. Each one has your own name on it.
Just
Your-
got ID cards.
All of your true full names.
Oh,
Is
okay.
anybody's different than what they've told us?
I don't know, are they?
May I like peek at other people's cards while he's
Yeah,
handing them
I
out?
want to look at Mo and Boone's
Um,
cards.
But
I'm
I
keeping
just
mine
want
close to my chest. You
to.
guys don't need to know my government name.
I
Let me
just want
see
to. I do want to say that underneath your names is a title saying affiliate of the Mirage.
Gosh.
And then underneath that, there's 2 signatures. There's Frizz, which is noted as supervisor, and then there's one with no title, and that is a signature of Eltaris.
Oh, so we're working for her, aren't we?
My God, it's an office AU. Office romance.
As I will say though, as you guys
like
peek
it.
at other people's cards,
I want to look at Mo's.
Mo
No,
says
mine is-
Mo. But to Mo, it might say something else. Kaya says Kaya, but to Kaya, it might say something else.
Does Arnie say Arnie?
I
Or
mean,
they already know my full legal name, so it's
Yeah,
not like it really
everyone
matters.
knows you as Ani or Ani Venturis, so now they know
Yeah.
that name, they would see that name.
Interesting.
But to every person that of their own card, if they looked at it, it would have their full true name on it. Last, middle, first, everything.
Oh, jeez.
Also, alias as well.
Is there a
Well,
little
Maybe.
ID photo?
There is not an ID photo, no.
Is there
Can
like
we
a
take
spot
an
where we
ID
could like?
photo? Yeah.
And he does say that if you present these cards in one of the he basically direction to a specific office in one of the government in the government square, there will be if you present them, you will be taken to a place where you can easily get teleported up here instead of having to go to a dodgy alley.
Please, fun.
He also hands over some money to
Money.
each of you, and he just
Oh my.
says, for your discretion, we do wish that you do not talk about your positions here, unless to us. You know, keep these cards maybe somewhere safe where nobody can just easily find it. And that each of you get 50 gold. You get big money, big boy money.
Damn.
I have another question for you, but this is more in between us. So if I just leave it with you, can you get back to me on it?
I have a way, so sure.
Okay, and then I'll just write it down on a
On
piece of paper and
Okay.
slide it to him.
And is there anything else I can help you with?
I guess the rest of the work is for us to do.
Again, when the time comes where I can give you something, I will.
Of course.
But the time is not now.
A little bit infuriating, I'm not gonna lie.
I understand why, but
Mm-hmm.
I promise you everything will make sense in time, so.
It's always
Okay.
time this, time that.
Well, you're a
Hi,
time wizard, aren't
can
you?
And
you
I'm
fast
getting tired of it.
forward
Imagine how I
time?
feel.
What was
I
that, Anna?
cannot.
I said, can you fast forward times? Let's skip
I'm not
to
that powerful
session
yet.
15.
Gee, oh god. Okay.
That is all I have. Is there anything you guys would like to say?
No.
I do have one thing for you, Boone. I mean, it's up to you if you want to talk about this privately, but it's just a follow-up from last time we spoke about. You asked me about.
No friends here. You can just tell it as it is.
Okay. So, this thing that I mentioned,
The
I
man-shaped thing, yeah?
I looked into it. It's almost like points got merged. This thing was a person and is now a thing.
Oh.
Okay. Can you give me anything more than that?
Not really. I don't know too much more. It is actually, for someone who knows a lot of things, it is quite confusing. So, I know this wasn't too long ago, but this person is no longer a person, in my opinion anyway, so.
You point me in a direction at least. Something
I
to follow
mean-
up on, look into. A name, a place, anything.
I mean, I'm not too sure, but maybe I haven't looked into it much myself since you asked, but maybe keep looking into this Shresk thing.
Understood.
Mm. Okay.
That sounded like you pieced like everything together.
Big
No,
Bernie,
I'm
I've
just saying.
connected the
I'm
two
just
dots.
saying.
You have a connected
Hey,
Two
ship.
dots
Yeah.
that are connected as well. Huh?
But
I
that
want
is
to
all I
ask-
have for you.
What? Oh, sorry.
Mm.
One more question. Does
Mhm.
it bother you when we come up here so often? Should we keep doing this?
I mean,
We have
if you
direct
have
access, though.
questions, as long as you don't get frustrated at me when I cannot give you the answer that you want.
Oh,
private, but I respect.
You get
Here.
lonely up here.
What was that, sir?
Do you get lonely up here?
Not really. I have friends.
oh wait. If we're affiliates of this place, do we get our own offices?
You do not get your own offices, no.
Could we like share one?
That is not up for me to decide.
We
Okay.
get promotions.
Perhaps?
Tell
is
me
your title?
the corporate ladder of this establishment.
Most things do go through Alteris, so
When do we
Okay.
get to meet the boss?
when she's not busy.
Yeah, she seems like a jam-packed lady.
Do you have a photo of Belter?
Yeah. we
Not
could-
on me at this moment.
Next time we meet, can you bring one?
Sure.
like a wallet photo.
Yeah,
Yeah, I have one in my wallet right now. Let
Oh,
me show
here.
you it. I'm actually in love with this woman and I keep putting it in.
Oh, amazing.
I would love that.
Office
This-
room.
50k office romance, slow burn. Co-workers to lovers.
Anything else?
I'll hang back once everyone knows.
Oh.
And I would
Okay.
have to leave. I just.
Okay.
Can I try leaving Piro in there?
Sneaky, sneaky.
Stealth check, para, perception check on both. Grand.
Oh,
I always forget to pull up the stats. Hold,
that was
please.
so good. Insight. Dirty 20.
Perception.
Perception. It might be.
I rolled a natural 7, so I think.
Dirty 20.
Both of them notice the little bed in the corner and
God
is
damn.
quickly shooed away.
Oh, okay, if he's on,
Blip
I won't.
Piro out and blip
Um,
Piro back.
So
You said she's close. Is that all you can give me?
right now,
Is there a time you could give me more?
perhaps in the near future.
Okay.
It's a day-to-day thing.
Oh, for sure. I just had to ask before going.
I do understand. You know, it's important to you, and I understand that. But I do promise that any information that I can give, I will.
Thank you. I appreciate it. No, head out.
Just nods.
Oh, I'm gonna pull up to her and be like, "Dude, what? My full government? No, I'm not carrying
The
this around."
princess.
God, no.
I'm convinced now. This is just making me subscribe more to that theory. Mo is the princess.
You think her name is just Mo?
I mean, look, it makes perfect sense to do a parent trap situation. If you guys are originally body doubles and the princess says, I don't want to be a princess anymore, you guys swap places.
Fight.
Mo was the one who was kidnapped. What? So like they were kidnapped
Where the scar
while they're
came
doubling as
from.
the princess.
Whoa, interesting. And
She
now
hasn't
the
been fighting for so long, and the scars did just come from.
So,
I'm
okay.
determined to uncover most secrets.
I gave you a majority of hers, so.
What's
I know
the
where I'm
plan?
going. What are you gonna be up to?
I guess I Oh.
Yeah, not.
I'm just going to stay home tonight.
have
Oh.
nothing to do. I'm really, really tempted to go break into the castle, but
With your name. You know, you are the one they are looking for.
yeah, you're the one being
Uh,
hunted at the moment.
not my brightest moment, but I've many times over the past couple hours I've considered turning myself in.
I can go check the mail again on my way home.
Please,
Yeah,
would
check-
you?
yeah.
I would
Okay, I
appreciate
can do that.
I doubt they're gonna return my letter, but you never know. They're gonna return and be like, please turn yourself in.
The timing of that was so
It
funny,
was
though.
terrible. It was awful. Why would I do that? Cal just let me. They didn't even say anything about it.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Well, I gotta see a woman about a corpse, so I will catch you all later.
Okay, you do that.
I'm wishing you luck.
Stay
If you
safe.
find it.
And you all make yourself walk down from this sky donut. So you, Boons, what's the plan?
I need to go see Dinah.
Okay. She's probably like, you probably know her schedule pretty well.
Yeah.
She's probably in the guard place. I can't think of the name off for some reason, but she's probably hanging around there. She never really ends up too far away either if she wasn't, so you can go look there and you would find her.
Huh. Hey, Donna, I had a question.
Mm-hmm.
Do we ever do an autopsy on the Bradley body? Or is
Do
it
you
still
think-
around?
I mean, do you think they did? That's
Hey, you're
I
the
feel
DM, you
like-
tell me.
Hey, no, I feel like that's a thing that we need to discuss because I feel like you
I
would
mean-
have a part in that.
He probably would have wanted it done, but I'm not sure he
If-
could have been a part of it.
Yeah, I'd say if you wanted it done, it would have been a part of it.
Okay.
It would have happened. Sorry, not been a part of it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm like, yeah.
Do you remember if there was any mention of silver liquid of any kind?
Let me see if she remembers anything.
Or would you have the file somewhere I could look?
I think maybe.
Do you know if your dad would know more? I know he's not a part of it, but he likes to keep busy.
I mean, I don't know why I'd know more than me though. It does sound familiar, and I don't know if I'm mixing it up with something, but
Well, I just got a lead that the Bradley case might be linked to this Fresk stuff.
oh,
Yeah, and apparently
fuck.
silver liquid is kind of connected. So
That would make it look. Here's the thing. I have recently come across an incident with this Fresk thing in the past day. Someone died because of it.
died
As in,
by
like,
taking it, or died by someone who had it?
by taking it. Their sister walked in and found them. It was kind of gross. I can definitely maybe cross-reference the files maybe in my spare
Yeah.
time if you
Um,
want me to.
The person that died from taking it, were they changed? Particularly, like, maybe seeming less like a person?
I'm not sure. I mean, the sister said that they'd never, to their knowledge, taken it before, so...
So why not work on everyone then? I've got a
Yeah.
theory, but it's pretty much based on nothing right now.
What do you mean by changed, exactly?
Well, I told you that the thing I thought was a man was actually a thing, but apparently it was once a man. And given the connection to Fresk, my theory is Fresk might be turning people into not people.
Maybe from, repeated...
Yeah, repeated use might have a
Yes.
mutagenic effect.
Very risky to take it multiple times, though, from what I can tell.
Well, I mean, if you're strong enough, it seems to give you quite a boost.
Seems so. I'll definitely take a look into it.
Alright,
Let me know
and
if you find anything else.
I will.
Any spare
And
time
if
I
you
will give
need
it.
boots on the ground, I got this new group together. They're trustworthy,
Oh,
if not a bit dangerous.
anyone I know?
Um, nah.
No. Okay.
I mean, unless you happen to know a random librarian or pit fighter.
If I maybe librarian.
Uh,
No.
Queen of the Ring, Mo.
Oh, the Underdome.
Yeah.
I went there like once. It wasn't really my crowd.
Uh,
Yeah. But yeah, I will be in contact if I come up with anything.
oh,
Give me
and
like
if
a day.
yeah, if the magistrate comes asking about breaking, I didn't have anything to do with it. Bye.
Well, oh god. And she just shakes her head as you leave. Anything else you want to do before you
That's me.
return? You're just returning to the Hellskull and you.
Yeah, new
Okay.
stuff out of the wall.
Kaya, what are you doing?
I want to go home.
Mm-hmm.
And first thing I want to do is I'm going to send to Connie.
Okay.
I'm going to say, I really need to talk to you. Can you come by tonight? It's urgent. I hope you're doing well.
You get the response. Busy tonight. Can't come later. If you want to come to me now, we could talk. Or meet somewhere.
I'm not using another sending, but I guess I'd go over to Connie's. I'm assuming he
Okay.
lives in the dorms, wherever
Yeah,
his dorm room
he
is.
does. He does. Like, you could get the sense that with his reply, it's more like you come to him so he can continue whatever he's doing. Do you know what I mean? While talking. And yeah, you just give it a knock or
Yeah, I'll just do a little knock.
he answers it and he just gives you a smile and he's like, hi. And he moves back to just like his desk where he's got like a few things out and
I'll close the door. I want to cast Detect Magic. Just make sure, like, keep out prying eyes, anything like that. If there's anything around.
I mean, you do notice that there is something magical in or around like the window, like in the back of like at the back of like the dorm, where like it's just a single window. You could probably tell it's like an alarm spell, just
Okay.
to make sure nobody like comes in, when he's not paying attention. You know, sensitive stuff when you're studying magic. You know what I mean? You don't want anything to like go missing or whatever. So
But I'll start talking. Connie, those people that you were with, you were in the magistrate's office, correct?
no, why are you asking?
Just answer my questions. I can explain at the end.
I mean, yeah, I mean, how would you know that anywhere?
One of my friends was stopping by, but he didn't get the chance to. What were you doing in there? What were you discussing?
It's
could
not really
be
my business to talk about.
Connie. You've known me for a long time. I wouldn't push if I didn't need to, but this is really
maybe
important.
Tell me what you need to.
I'm worried that it could be connected to the princess and her life, and the magistrate might have some connection to it. And I'm trying to figure out what that is.
Did you have something to do with today?
What happened today?
Make a deception check.
Me, Carson, is bad at lying. This isn't fair. That is a
Need to get okay.
9.
She's up. On the insight, it's loading. Give it a sec. Oh, 10 insight.
Ikikani.
Connie, my hands are not the ones that were dirtied.
But you were at the
Damn.
library and you know you shouldn't be there.
Okay, but I've tried going there a few times anyways.
Yeah, but like, why were you there?
I was just making sure that my friend at the library was safe.
Your friend.
Has connections to the princess. That's why I'm here.
You're really not making much sense right now.
I know I don't really know what's going on. That's why I'm trying to talk to you to figure it out. If there's any missing piece. You were there with the magistrate. You know what she was talking about. Please,
Yeah,
Connie.
but what we were talking about has nothing to do with.
Maybe something will pop in my head. What were you talking about?
I promise you, it has nothing to do with that.
Connie.
Kaya, I
What can I
promise
do?
you, it has nothing to do with that.
Then what was it about? Why were you hanging out with the Hart brothers?
I thought you said the Hart brothers.
The heart. I thought
The Hart brothers.
It really sounded like you said hot.
I heard
Yeah,
part
I
of my
Like,
attempt at an accent.
No, it was good. It was good.
It was good. It was good.
It's obvious that you don't hang
mean-
around them often.
I mean, they just needed help with something.
With? Does it have to do with tutoring?
No, that Francis guy, he kind of like wants to help the city in a way. It was really weird how he like he
Wanted to help the city.
He wants to be like a part of like he wants to be like the captain of the guard, and he's like really ambitious and stuff like that. And he's like, hey, do you want to come help me so then we can like all get in good with people, and plus I need to talk to some people in the academy and maybe you could help me. And I'm like, I guess.
Connie, I also was down in the dim a bit. I met some cool people.
Okay.
But I need you to be careful because I think bad things are brewing. If I know this sounds really vague, but if you see a silver liquid, stay away from it. Let me know. It's dangerous. I came across it in the Underdome.
You think I'm going to touch a random silver liquid?
I mean, if it helps in your studies, I wouldn't be surprised if you did. But if anything looks suspicious, just please let me know. It is a concern of the crown as well.
Why are you suddenly concerned with the crown?
It's less of the crown and the people I know that are affiliated with it.
Why are you affiliated with people to do with the crown?
I make plenty of friends.
Were you with the princess today?
I was.
Are you friends? Why are you friends with?
I'm friends with the friend of the princess.
But who's the friend of the princess?
I can't say.
I think you should tell me.
And I think you should tell me too, but it's not really crossing, so maybe another time.
Whatever. Is that it? I have things to do.
Yes, what are you working on?
Nothing really. Just a little personal project that's not working at all. So
I can probably help with it. My magic theory is...
I'll get back to you once I figure something out.
Can I skim over the notes on his desk?
It's a whole lot of like nothing. Like it's a lot of scribbling out stuff. Like he's trying to figure something out, and it's almost like he doesn't know what he's trying to figure out. You know? So
You know where to find me if you need me.
I know.
Next time I want more answers. Take care
Yeah.
of yourself, of course.
You too.
I'm gonna go home. Defeated.
Yeah.
Oh, crybaby.
Maybe
I had a-
didn't get any
I had a question.
answers.
Mhm.
You said Fresca's pretty new to the market, right?
I'd say that, like, at least for you, Boom, the time that you saw it in the Underdome was the first time you recall it. Like, but now, obviously, with these thoughts of stuff to do with this Bradley case, it might have had something to do with that, obviously.
No,
So,
yeah, but
you
other
could
than
have-
like, it's
yeah,
definitely not
you've-
more than like a year old.
Definitely, like, not.
Okay, Bradley's gonna take off toward the Underdome. He wants to talk to Arnie a bit. If we don't have time today, that's fine. But
Bradley. Boone, you mean?
Boone Bradley?
You probably
You're
meant Boone.
Bradley.
huh?
I think it was just a mistake, but you said Bradley's
yeah.
gonna head to the Underdome. I think you meant to say Boone.
Yeah.
yeah.
Whoops.
Yeah,
The
hence the name,
Bradley
so.
case.
The Bradley case.
Mo's fixing the lock.
Hey Mo, is Arnie in?
Oh yeah, she should be around.
Find Arnie.
I point around and go, Arnie.
I mean, I'm in my storage closet. I don't live anywhere else.
You're
I
like a
don't know if we
metal
were-
detector.
In the storage closet.
All right, I'll go through in like a bit of a manic state. Arnie. Now I've got a wild theory,
Okay.
but you know this Fresk stuff, yeah?
Yes.
It's like this magical liquid.
Uh-huh.
This eel, did it have like secretions of any kind? Blood, venom, slime, anything?
It was bioluminescent. Would I know if the eel has venom, like from our local legends or anything?
Nick, a history check.
Oh,
You little
7.
genius.
Be way off base. This is a
But-
Hail
but no,
Mary.
that's
It's a
actually-
good
that's
theory,
good.
though.
I like it.
I love it. I love it. I rolled a 7, so
Not anything you can recall.
can't recall for certain. Like I said, it glowed in the dark. It had really big teeth. I mean, not that magical eels can't be different from normal eels, but normal eels also don't have venom, to my knowledge. So, I, it's a possibility. I don't know.
All right, well, I just wanted to check in with you, see if you knew something.
Boone, can I ask? You were born and raised in Faerie, you know? How much do you know about the mineral that's processed here? Foesctrin.
I mean, not a whole lot.
Just curious.
I mean, DM, my parents didn't have anything to do with that, so like,
Make an
my mom was
intelligence
a
check,
carpenter.
I'd say.
Intelligence.
Straight
Okay.
intelligence, yeah.
Straight intelligence. Not
Mhm.
great, not bad. Ooh, not great. 9 total.
Yeah, you know the name, but you don't really know, like, much about it.
Listen, it could be really far-fetched, but from an outsider's perspective, if I think of the word fresk and I think of the word foesctrin, there's similar sounds, and metal can be silver.
That's true.
It's just a thought. I mean,
I
it seems
mean,
like a big
it's-
commodity here.
Honestly, less far-fetched than my theory.
Oh, also, I thought perhaps I should inform you and the rest. I'm writing a letter, not to the king, to my uncle. What you said to me earlier got me thinking. You know, the day that everything went down, I admittedly was quite emotional, so I thought I would send a letter to my uncle, and see if he knows of any surviving Ventur's family members. Maybe like a crazy, estranged person. I don't know.
Sorry if I was being insensitive when I get.
No, the suspicion is valid. I also, another thought. I'm not going to turn myself in, but when I was sent here, my uncle did have some of the people from the Knightly Order accompany me. Do you think it would be worth contacting them? They're in the city.
In your personal opinion, would you say they're more bound to duty or your family?
Their duty is my family. I mean, more or less.
Okay,
I mean, their duty
a
is to
different
the
distinction then.
kingdom.
Are they? Would you say that they're more likely to do what's right or do what they're ordered?
That's a tough question for Artie. Because he's all about orders.
I think with insight, with the people that you know your uncle at least sent, they would probably want to do what they think is the best thing for you, for him, and for the kingdom, which would technically align good. So, you know.
I hope, and from what I know of them, I think they would do what is right. That's an interesting moral question, though. Is what our order is doing right?
That's an ancient question between right and good.
Indeed. I think they would do what is good and right in their personal opinions, if it came down to it.
Then this is going to be a real doozy, but my final question is, do you think you're right?
I don't know. Do you think I'm right, Boots?
Listen, I may talk big. I'm a small-time detective from the dim. It's a bit over my head, but I think until you're 100% sure you can trust in yourself being right, I wouldn't contact them. You need to be sure of yourself before you can be sure of anyone else.
Interesting point. Boone, do you have siblings? I'm just curious.
No. I mean,
No.
I grew up in a poor town, so I had friends that were like siblings, but
If one of them betrayed you, would you try to save them?
Looks like we're both asking doozies tonight. I think I've got a rather atrophied sense of self-preservation, so probably.
I think I might be the same. I don't really want to kill my sister. I want to save her. I mean, if it comes to it, I'll do it, but...
Well, you say that, but could you swing the sword? If the only way to set her free is to end her life, could you be the one to do it?
I don't know. Truly, I don't.
Oh. I get the feeling that as a princess, you might not have had to ask yourself too many questions. You might want to get in the habit.
I mean, yes, I was a princess, but I spent my entire life outside of the castle training to be a knight commander. I didn't really do princessy things. But you're right, I didn't question it. I just more or less guess did what I was told. It was just what was expected of us.
And now you don't have orders anymore, so...
Yes, I guess the only orders I have are the ones I give myself. Interesting.
So what do you call a knight without an order?
Lost? I don't know.
Is that a joke?
Dad? Like this.
As you say that, Annie starts crying.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. It's time for my evening cry.
Like deer in the headlights has no idea what to do. His like ears flop back. He's like, oh fuck.
Sorry, Boone.
Hey, I just like I said, I could be talking out of my ass. I just think you need to maybe start doing some inward looking.
No, you make excellent points, Boone, and I appreciate you. Can I give you a hug?
I'm a bit small, but sure.
I'm gonna hug you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. Someone tells me Kai is the introspective type. You might want to talk to him. Maybe he knows how to meditate.
Maybe I'll ask everyone the same questions that you posed to me.
That's fair, but
Pulling a juke.
Yeah.
Hey Mo, what's a night without an order? What?
that sounds like a riddle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, truly. I think I'm not gonna question it. I'm gonna send this letter to my uncle, but I won't contact the others yet, unless we need them.
I just think you need some assurance, and I think that has to come from yourself.
You're right, but I guess I never acted on my own, so how I can't assure myself. This is I'm gonna cry again.
That's fair. I mean, it's also a stopgap, but if you really need it as a knight, you could, I don't know, start knighting for Kaya or Mo. Might make you feel a little less exposed.
Wear my allegiance to somebody new, and I feel like I'm abandoning my kingdom. I just cut myself off like that. I don't know. I will ponder all of these questions deeply.
I will put some investigation into that idea of Fresk being sourced from the ore. It's a bit more actionable than my theory.
I think both are worth looking into. If I can find out more about this creature, yeah, perhaps I can ask my uncle too. Here, I'll pen it into my letter, and I'll add a sentence. P.S.
Has Eel got any freaky liquids?
Yeah, does the seal have any venom, bad blood, or what was the last thing you said? I forgot.
Slime.
Oh, secretions.
Yeah,
Slime. Yes.
some eels can secrete stuff.
Beautiful. Yeah, and I think that's a good place to end the session.
My stomach's doing
That's
back
the
flips. I have no idea what's
question.
happening and I'm scared.
I have no idea what to do next.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I love everything that's happening. I love Boone proposing these questions. I love Mo. What's Mo's government name?
Everything's
What?
piecing together.
No, it's not. I'm
I have
confused.
Everything's
theories. I
piecing
have
together.
theories.
I
I
have
have
theories
theories.
too. I think we need to have
I
an
could-
after
I could-
talk show.